Slow sithule sibheke ijangeke nowiki 7 days ngeviki sejikile ivili uthuthu John Wick akuthama ngaviki ngeke babuye noma bengeza bebaningi Slow sithule sibheke ijangeke nowiki 7 days ngeviki sejikile ivili uthuthu John Wick akuthama ngaviki Kodangeke ngibuye Ningaze ngivu Kodangeke ngibuye Ngithi ningaze ngivu Kodangeke ngibuye Ngeke ngibuye mina Ngeke ngibuye Ningaze ngivu Kodangeke ngibuye Ningaze ngivu Kodangeke ngibuye Ngithi ningaze ngivu Kodangeke ngibuye Ngeke ngibuye mina Ngeke ngibuye Sabawela yo kupige laksa Eke baibale yo kiminya Kama yang bisa kita Asikaseleni solo el filemna Unini sabawela yo kupige laksa Eke baibale yo kiminya Kama yang bisa kita Kama yang bisa matausa 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 Bangenangan Senta solo ulila masan Ingilo sila ipilo enyami Ay malume kukulo Sayo bangenangan Senta solo ulila masan Ingilo sila ipilo enyami Ay malume kukulo Sayo so hard way So hard solo ulila masan Ingilo sila ipilo enyami Ay malume kukulo Bangenangan Senta solo ulila masan Ingilo sila ipilo enyami Ay malume kukulo Sayo so So
on track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. Keep the same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, this is 7 seas. I deal with life different, make that lemon squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need it, keep it coming on. Only friendly, me and friends, we don't get along. I put that on my name, that I put them on. I put myself on stage and say sing along. I might book a session, do 100 songs. I'ma let you hear them just to prove you wrong. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go. Throw shade, that's a no. Go high, go low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try speak up, can't say none. Try dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money that save up. 10 to 80, my savings. Take to the top on the baseline. New car, race on. Fast lane, pace on. With the booyah, that's a flex. Not a human, I ain't from another planet. I'ma teleport, might vanish. I'ma wake up, do damage. Jordan number 7, East Bordeaux. Working all night, need more though. I remember nights I was poor though. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Countdown, levitate. Going up, elevate. Watch me demonstrate. On time, never late. I grind, celebrate. No pump fake, hesitate. I've been scoring every day. Champagne Perrier. Since 9-3, been in the box, now I'm stepping up to home. Like straight out the sandlot, now I'm plotting on the globe. I work hard, I show love, that calm and steady growing. Got this far, I go hard, let God take control. I was starving skinny, now my weight up, got no energy for haters. See you trying, see you later. I'm shooting for the stars, need no laser beam blowing like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Smile good, skin clear. This here my year. Hey, look up here. This here my tier. Same fit 4 days. I grind 4 ways.
What's good, family? Welcome, old subscribers, new subscribers. Oh man, my supporters, my haters. Y'all, welcome back to Strong Art Talks. Appreciate you guys for being here. We got a packed show tonight. We definitely got some hot topics to get into. We have a new police enforcement agency on Passport Bro's ass. Man, it's getting real out here in these streets, in these Passport Bro streets. Oh man, they're trying to make it harder and harder for us to travel. First, we're gonna take care of a few things. Y'all welcome. Hit that like button on your way in. Appreciate you guys for being here, man. Appreciate you guys for coming in, supporting. It's always good to see the family show up, to come together, to congregate, to talk this Passport Bro-ish, talk our Passport Bro talk. Welcome. Y'all get in here and get comfortable. So, now, before I get into the meat and potatoes of what we got going on tonight, we've been moving a few things around over here at Blue Fox Studios. So first off the rip, this is a different camera I'm using. So if this camera, if y'all can see right now, if this camera looks a little better, maybe a little cleaner, I think the lighting should be picking up much better on this camera than the other camera in my other video. Um, just go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. I'll put camera 1. This is camera 1. Okay. So if y'all think this is a better camera, and I'll say this again later on in the stream, but if y'all are rocking with this camera better than the other camera, okay, go ahead and put camera 1 in the chat and say that y'all rock with this camera much better than the other one. All right. Go ahead and do that for your boy. So oh man, everybody's talking our name nowadays. We're getting a lot of attraction. We're getting a lot of attention. You know, a lot of heat coming on the Passport Bros. Yet and still, we thought maybe that this would die down. You know, we thought maybe that things would change. We thought that this would go away essentially. As far as a lot of the heat, a lot of the feedback, nah, we here to stay, and we out here making moves. And I'm so proud to see, and I'm so glad to see so many brothers are coming together, you know, unifying and strengthening, you know, the bond of brothers who travel, black men who travel. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that we are showing ourselves as a strong, unified front. It feels really good to see black men actually team building. Okay. You know, many people thought it would be in the ways of saving the community. We're like, no, damn your community. You know what I mean? Black men are speaking out and they're making moves on what they feel works best for them, because the way our country has been running, it has not been working in favor of men. And honestly, and has it ever really been in favor of black men? You know, that's a whole story in itself. But um, you know, to address the topic, um, I want to put out a couple things as well. And I want to speak on a couple things. I believe that we need to kill this narrative that we are hating on you know, black women, and you know, we're just out here trying to fight. Or you know, I've been hearing, because I've been listening to different streams you know, across the space. You know, particularly there was one situation that happened during the week where I believe it was on Ed Anderson's podcast. Shout out to him, y'all go subscribe. A brother had you know, got up on his panel talking craziness. I'm trying to remember who it was. Basically was saying that a lot of people in this space, realistically, what it's about is, you know, we're just complaining about women and stuff like this. Like, dude, that's not who we are. That's not how we move. Okay. The point of what we do and how we communicate is to be advocates for men. We're not here to necessarily go back and forth with these females. That's not what we're doing. We're not opening up the door or opening up the floor for, you know, open congregation with women who are trying to debate us to stay here. That's not what we about. You know what I mean? That's not what the average Passport Bro specifically is not on that. Okay. We're not here to try to beg them back to the table and do all this, that, and the third. That's nah. Okay. Don't no. Okay. We've already made our decision, to be honest. Okay. And what you're hearing is a lot of females who are mad, okay, that we have decided to move how we're gonna move. That's really what you're hearing. You're hearing a lot of that. Okay. I believe it was BGS said that they would come back to the table, and some of them have, but I think that for brothers who are traveling, I think that it's too late. Brothers who have decided to take their talents to South Beach, so to speak, I think that, hey, we've already made our decision. We've already basically said, like, yo, we're not finna sit here and go back and forth with you females about trying to prove to you about, you know, you need to have better accountability and you need to move it. Listen, you're grown ass women and you do as you please. Y'all have made y'all decisions, and y'all have told us for 50 something years the type of men that you want to be involved with, the type of men that you really want, and all this other stuff. So okay, fine. Okay, move how you want to move then. If that's what it is, then move how you want to move. But I think that as men, we also understand that the reason that there's really no need to kind of go back and forth and fight with these females, dog, is we are the solution. Because a lot of the naysayers will try to come after us and just be like, oh, y'all don't have any solutions and y'all just whining, y'all just complaining. And you have to understand, Passport is the solution. All right. Passport is the solution. Now, it's not everybody's solution. I don't believe that we're over here to try to tell grown men that they only have one way to move. I believe that what we do is we give men the option. We let men know about the option that they have to say, you don't have to deal with that. And this is an option that you were told, right, coming up, that, you know, you weren't supposed to be moving like that. You weren't supposed to be traveling. Okay. You ain't supposed to leave the community. You're supposed to stay here, and you is supposed to build. Okay. You got Aunt Jemima sitting on the porch telling you that you best get back over here, and don't you think leaving out these here great United States. Right? That's what you was told. And I think that the purpose of what we do on this side of the house, you know, Manosphere, Black Manosphere, Passport Bros, stuff like this, is advocate. Okay, we're advocates. We're advocacy for men. We're explaining and telling men, hey, look here. Everything that you've been taught in a lot of ways has gotten you to the point that you are now, and that's why you don't like it. And we're letting these brothers know, hey, fam, when you travel, it's a different experience. When you go to these different countries, it's a different experience. Okay. And some brothers want to be mad about that, talking about, oh, you cheating the system, or if you just had game and this and that. Like as if we are these bums, these dusties, who had never had good situations with ladies in the States. No, that's I don't know. I don't roll with any brothers who have, you know, been these incel type dudes, and now they're just traveling, and then they turn into this Mac Daddy. I mean, if you're pretty much a square in the States, you're pretty much going to be a square outside the States as well. Okay. We advocate and we tell men that. We say, hey, bro, work on you. And that's the thing about traveling, is you're not about to see Brazil if you haven't worked on you to some level. Okay. You're not going to see Colombia if you don't have certain things in order. Thailand, Philippines, this, that, and the third. Like, I hate the narrative that they believe we're these dusty Negroes who are broke, have no money, don't know how to move. We don't know how to talk. And we, you know, with these cornballs, right? And we're just these lame square Negroes who now are just wandering off to these different territories and just collecting up these women because they're so easy. Because the narrative has to be that, oh, well, the only reason y'all are dealing with those women is because y'all are squares and those women are so easy to deal with. Because if you can't deal with women in the States, then you can't deal with women overseas and stuff like this, or you just a square. See, brothers, y'all have to understand, for the naysayers, you have to understand, this is the thing. We're going to get into this here in a little bit after I bring up my references. But the thing is that you have to understand, it's not about can't. Okay. It's about option. It's about choice. It's about saying, I don't want to deal with that. I don't have to deal with this. Right? And then having the power to do so. Okay? Because that's a whole mental process that has to happen to, one, analyze the problem and then come up with a viable solution that actually works. Most brothers don't even get to that far. They don't even analyze the problem. And that's where a lot of our naysayers, they'll come in, because they don't even understand that there is a problem. And a lot of brothers that you'll talk to, a lot of brothers that you'll communicate with, okay, when you have these conversations with our naysayers and our detractors, when you have these conversations, the main key ingredient that things start to boil, and you start to realize they don't have an issue with the current matriarchal system because it works for them. Why? Because most of them serve proudly in the Republic of the Matriarch. That's right. Right? There's strong soldiers in the matriarchy, in the gynocracy, which is why they don't see anything wrong because they getting checks. They getting rewards from gynocracy. They getting everything they need. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They collecting all the, you know what I'm saying? All the strong, independent women, right? They collecting all the baby mamas. Yeah. All the tough neck. You know what I'm saying? You know, strong-willed individual women who say, I ain't gonna bend to no man. Okay. Right? But see, these brothers get pats on the head because they believe, they say, oh, well, I'm winning inside what we call this gynocracy. Right? They say, oh, I'm winning. Therefore, something must be wrong with you. Well, it's like, no, brother, you don't realize that you're being destroyed internally. Okay. You haven't understood the full extent of the issue. You hadn't understood the full extent of the problem. All right. Hit the like button. Hit the like on the way in. You know what I'm saying? We don't get this good game for free. Y'all hit that like button on the way in. Hit the like button. But now we've gotten to the point to where Passport Bros, we've been moving, doing our thing, and now we done got to the point to where they didn't call in the Passport Bro police on us. The Passport Bro Accountability Division is in full effect right now. And we are having to deal with these agents, right? These agents who are constantly on our neck trying to tell us who we are, how to do, what to do, where to do, right? So we're going to get into the main topic is these Passport Bro Accountability Police is trying to hold us accountable. Yeah. They're trying to tell us that, oh, if y'all go over there, you better be married and you better be getting married. You better be looking for wives and this and that. And I'm just like, my G, who are you, man? Who are these people who have so much to say? Real talk. Who are these cats? Right? So we're going to get into it. I'm going to bring up, let's see. I'm going to share the screen. Bring up my first example. All right. Big shout out to the brother Obsidian, who I tell you what, brother Obsidian been doing the work, looking out for Passport Bros. I got to give respect and give her credit where it's due. All right. Shout out to the brother Obsidian. Been holding it down for the Passport Bros. You know what I mean? And in this particular little segment right here, you know what I'm saying, the OG was dealing with some agents who felt like they had so much to say about how Passport Bros are moving. So we're going to get into this. Fair use. I'll be dropping the link as well. Y'all can sit tight if you want to come up and give your piece about it. The link will be dropped here in a little bit. We'll get into it. But first, let's get into what the brother Obsidian had to say. He was dropping some gems. Let's get in here and talk about it. Fair use.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I be thinking too. But you know, I want to make them feel comfortable. You know, I don't want to start. I'm trying.
Don't
I
start.
want them to really understand
Today,
this. This is a support group for the Passport Bros. You know what I'm saying? This is a support group. And these black women raising their voice at them. These black women not cooking. Black women not cleaning. Black women not what else they say black women not doing? Black women want expensive dates. Black women want the Pookies and the Ray Rays. You know, you got to make $100,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? And you got to look like Morris Chestnut. And you got to be a porn star. And you got to drive a Audi as your work car and a Phantom as your weekend car. What else? You gotta buy her a Range Rover. Shame on you, black women, having all of these dang on unrealistic requirements, and you a 5 at best. On your good day, you a 5. You out here
All right, so what
talking
we have
about
here, just to go ahead and clarify for everybody who's listening, is a couple cats in the clubhouse right now. You know what I'm saying? We got Agent Cornbread and Agent Green Bean up in here talking some just stupid stuff. Okay. All right. And Obsidian's about to get in here and he's gonna drop a couple things, but already you can hear, you know, the programming. All right, you can hear the programming, you can hear these brothers talking, being condescending, making it sound like we're crazy, and we just want pats on the head from these women, and we're just mad that we don't want our women to be masculine. Okay, like that's such a damn crime. Like brothers aren't allowed to have standards. You see this already, just before we even really get into it, we're not allowed to have standards. And a lot of the agents, okay, a lot of the passport bro police are in place to cut you off and say, no, brother, you don't get to have standards. Get your ass back in line. You don't get standards. Who do you think you are? You're not better. Get over there and get you a baby mama. Stop complaining, Negro. Okay? You don't get to talk about the things you don't like with black women. You don't get to discuss that. Who gave you the authority? Already it starts. And these clowns is up here in the clubhouse talking ish, saying the stupid stuff. Here we go with these Negroes. Once again, Foghorn Leghorn and his boy chilling on the plantation, sitting back talking about, oh, yous Negroes want to be free. Y'all's want to be free. Look at you. This is your community. There you go. This is your community. We'll just keep it like that. Let's keep rocking.
that black men are dusty. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. And I'm sick of it. And I am here to support the passport bros and understand why y'all running our brothers off to other countries. You know what I'm saying? We need their resources here in our country. You did? Mumia, let me see what Mumia gonna do.
Yeah, man. Good morning, man.
What's
Dude,
up? Who this? Man, baby.
baby.
What's
Yeah.
happening?
Ain't nothing. Them passport bros ain't nothing but international tricks, man.
International tricks.
Yeah, them men ain't going over there to get married. Them men ain't
Elaborate.
going over there. They not going over there to get women to get married and start family. They going over there to spend money on prostitutes, man. They ain't doing nothing but tricking. That's all they doing.
Well, number one, true. And number two, even if it was true, why does it matter? Why does it matter?
Because nobody's chasing off no good men. Those are not good men. Good men are getting married. Tricks
I
is not
just
good
got
men.
finished telling you that's not true.
Now, even on that first point, do you hear what this clown said? He said, good man is getting married. Stupid. Family, let me tell you something. Men who know better are staying the hell away from marriage. Good men is getting married. What he's saying is that good men is getting chose, right? This is what he's saying, because look at how he's putting all the authority in the female to say that, oh, you're not getting chose to be a husband. Okay. You don't get to have standards, Negro. You don't get to have standards, right? You're not getting chose to be a husband. So something's wrong with you. See that? And this is what we have to deal with. Now, thankfully, Obsidian is in here putting in the work, setting the record straight, letting it be known that y'all sound like a bunch of idiots. You sound like clowns. What do you like? And he's gonna get into it. I haven't seen all of this. I've seen a little bit, right? He's gonna get into it. But this is the mindset of a lot of these dudes, man. These are the agents. As I told you, Agent Cornbread and Chicken Leg up in here. Look at this. The mindset is to tell you that you're not good enough because you haven't had a strong, independent black woman come handpick you to be a husband. You're not good enough. You see? See the mindset, right? Let's keep going. Fair use, fair use.
True, number one. I know many
I know
more
you
passport
said that. I
brothers
know
than
what
you.
you said.
I know
what
many
you
more
said.
passport brothers than you, brother. I know them.
Yeah.
And
I know
I'm
what you
telling you, what
said.
you're saying is not true.
Where's the evidence that they're getting married?
Where's the evidence that they're tricking?
They're all over YouTube when talking about tricking.
So they're showing you receipts of them going to prostitutes.
No, they're showing the receipt. They're going over there talking about how they had this great time.
Oh, so you're going based on hearsay. Okay. So
No, I'm not based on hearsay on what they say.
The bottom line is this.
I'm based on what they say.
The bottom line is this. There has been a solution proposed. Okay? Black women don't want to deal with a certain type of black man, and that's their right.
Wait a minute. Did y'all hear his response? Did y'all hear this goofy Negro's response? Did you hear what he said? He said, based on what we say. He said, based on what we say. Did you catch that? You catch his response? To a direct question was, oh, based on what we say. All right. We are telling we're telling the world that our only mission is to go out there and deal with pros. Right? We're telling the world our only mission is to go out there and deal with pros. No. First and foremost, the thing is that we are letting you know it's not your goddamn business what we are doing when we're doing, because we're grown men and we don't fucking answer to you. That's first and foremost. We're not advocating and trying to tell and spread the word that, oh, we're just these noble saints who are just running out here looking for wives. Oh, yes, we got to find, some are and some are not. But regardless of which one is which, why do you feel as though you need to speak on that, as though you're going to be some savior from women that you will never see? That sounds very feminist to me, brother. Right? I question your position of the de-policing. Like I said, the accountability police is in full effect. These niggas got badges and everything. Right? Like, who do these Negroes think they are? Who these niggas think they are? Okay? He said, based off what we say. When have we ever said that our only mission and goal when we travel is just women? And ones we pay for at that. When have we ever put out a grand statement? Oh, excuse me, the king of passport bros. When did Austin Holloman put out the statement, the directive, and hand it down to all the rest of us peons because he's the king and shit? When did Austin put out that our only mission and goal and statement in traveling was to just go run up on pros? That's what he said out of his mouth. He said, oh, y'all said, no, we did. Nigga, who is a y'all? Point to the y'all. Who? Right? We turned into owls over here. Who? Brother, who told you that? Right? This is why I'm saying a lot of these goofy ninjas say, oh, they pop off all this nonsense, they ain't talking about nothing. Ain't talking about nothing. And you got so much to say about us. Nigga, you can't touch us, bro. You're not here. And this is why I say we need to understand there's levels to the community, bro. There is levels to this. Facts. Right? Something that we need to start instilling within the so-called community is the understanding of class. All right? Understanding of class. Right? Don't know redneck, you know what I'm saying, somebody living in a trailer park start trying to jump all down the throat of some white collar, you know, white guy who's moving around international doing his thing. Like, who are you to speak on what he's doing? And that's the problem within this so-called section we call black community in these here Americas is, one, we have no understanding of class. And that's one thing that we really need to start putting in full effect. is that there are levels and separations to this. Brothers are in different classes from you Negroes. And I think it bothers a lot of them. Okay? Because they feel like they're quote unquote getting left behind. Well, get your weight up, son. Do what it takes. And that's why we say have these experiences and put yourself in these places to where your mind will want to do. Let me tell you something what happens when you travel. I'm going to tell you the one word that is the biggest thing that happens when men travel. Y'all can take this, clip this, cut it up. I'm going to sum it up in one word, and it encompasses everything. One word. Motivation. Motivation. You can take this to the bank, G. Every brother who's ever crossed the water, okay, and has experienced leisure time in a different country with different people, right? And it had a taste of another environment, another culture. Something happens in the mind. All right. There's a cog that turns that you didn't even know you had. And all of a sudden you start thinking about, wait a minute, how can I wait a minute? Because then you say to yourself, what do I need to do in order to maintain this lifestyle? And what happened? You start, this is what I say, this is my thing. Y'all can take this. You start asking the right questions. That's the biggest thing. Ask the right questions. Now you say, how can I maintain this lifestyle? Instead of, let me just buy a house. Let me just have a car. Let me just live in a city. Let me just have a girl. You start wanting better. And that's called a separation of what? Class. And a lot of Negroes who don't have motivation don't understand class. Because you're not motivated to do anything except stay dusty and stay your house somewhere in South Carolina. Right? You settle for less because you're not motivated to do more. Okay? Some of y'all can call it bougie. Some of y'all can call it, oh, you just want to be white. Da, da, da. Everything that is pointed to having a better life or being great, all of a sudden has to get shipped into it being some type of whiteness. And you've forsaken being black because you want better for yourself. People who have that mindset ask them this question. So then in that case, what does black mean to you then? You obviously do not have a very good perception of yourself if everything that is great has to get equated to being goddamn white. Because you can't tell no nigga, hey, bro, get your passport, bro. Hey, family, nah, bro, don't do that. Don't be out in them streets like that, bro. Nah, pick yourself up. Hey, bro, dress a little better. Hey, nah, don't do that all the time. Get that, hey, get your interview together. You know what? You know what will be one of the biggest things? Tell brothers to start getting their resumes together. Start getting your resume together, family, because that's going to be one of the biggest things that is going to get you in the door of these places that will allow you to work remote, okay? Have residual income. Go to, you know what I'm saying? Go to different spots. Those going to be the biggest things. The biggest thing is getting that resume, a body of work, okay? I'm trying to tell you, those are some of the biggest things that young brothers, I would say, need to know. You fresh out of the gate and you want to make something happen, focus on keeping your resume up to par because everything is digital now. Everything is digital now. And walking into an office building and handing them a piece of paper is not how things get done out here. Once again, class would tell you that that's how you get it done. You know why? Because when you start traveling and when you start getting in these groups, what's going to happen? You're going to start getting around brothers who've already done this. And you're going to start soaking up that game because you're in the right places asking the right questions, right? You're not going to hear that if you're just hanging out with the average brother on the block because all the average brother can tell you to do is how to be average. And too many of you Negroes settle for being average, right? And what we're doing is advocating to stop being average and get your damn passport and do something that's above average. That's one of the biggest undertones of this whole entire statement and movement. Stop being an average dusty nigga. Go out there and get more, because too many of you get rewarded. All right? Get rewarded for substandard work. Subpar, you have low standards. And then when you see somebody who has better standards, has a better view of themselves, thinks highly of themselves, when you see somebody who comes across like that, a little something inside of you starts to boil. All right? It starts to turn green. Yeah? We call it envy. Because you see somebody that look like you wearing your face on a whole different level, and you can't even comprehend what did he do to get there. And now it changes your whole entire paradigm of how you've been moving and operating. And now it's just like, well, damn, wait, have I been slacking this much? Yes, you have. And instead of taking that L and saying, all right, I'm going to take accountability and understand I've been slacking and I'm going to get my stuff together and I'm going to do better. Instead of taking the accountability route, you say, no, I'm not wrong. These brothers wrong. Let me hate. That's feminine, my nigga. That is feminine. A bitch taught you how to act that way, family. A bitch taught you how to act that way. That hate you got in your heart, that's the bitch in you, nigga. That's what that is. You got bitch. That's what I'm from the South. That's what it means when brothers say you got bitch in your blood, homeboy. That's what that is. A lot of you, your mama taught you how to act like that. Because when she saw something that another female had that she didn't what she do, she started talking shit. And you picked that up from your mama, nigga. And that's why this whole manosphere, black manosphere, brothers who travel, the underlying tone of what we all relate to. I don't give a damn if you're all the way over here on the side of Obsidian and all the way to the other side where you're talking Rollo Tomasi. Okay? We are teaching you how to not be average. And so many of you niggas settle for average fucking lifestyle. And then when you see a nigga who's doing something on a whole nother level, you want to be mad instead of asking the right questions. How did he do that? Hey, bro, I need to soak up some game from you because you move in a whole different way. You know what a brother like that is? He's a winner. Why? Because he understands that he is the student at a table of teachers. That brother is going to win because those teachers are going to elevate him to be a teacher. You have to let other brothers elevate you. Nigga, everybody wants to be these goddamn lone wolves. Nigga, ain't no lone wolves out here. Not successful. You could be lone wolf and average, but you don't know any millionaire or billionaire who just got it out the mud on his own. Just got it out the mud on his own. Completely by himself. Sold enough drugs, and now he's Jay-Z. Nigga, that's the biggest goddamn lie you've ever been told. Brothers don't want to work together. Because everything is competition. Which is one of our biggest detriments. We hate to work together. Because why? You gotta be that nigga. What did Ed say? Highlander syndrome. My nigga, why would you destroy everything? Because you would win. Because you would win, nigga. I don't want you to win, nigga. Because I'm not winning. You don't get to win either. What is that? Plantation mentality. See, there's so much psychological bullshit that we have to deal with. How dare a brother get up on a platform like Ed's and say some shit like, oh, y'all over here on this manosphere side of the game is just talking all this. Y'all just emotional. It's just complaining. You don't understand the psychological work that needs to be done for a lot of brothers. This is why the advocacy is important. This is why getting your passport. This is why getting your passport is important. Because of how it affects the mind when you go to these countries. the average nigga can't comprehend a transformation of the mind because he's only and always has been rewarded by pussy, which is why these niggas who judge us only can understand and comprehend the rewards of pussy. All right? Which is why it's so hard to talk to these feminist Negroes, which is why most of us succeeded from the union. You just said, fuck it, burn it down. Wait, hold on, before you light the match. And catch this flight. All right, set it off. See, that's what, right? Burn this shit to the ground. That's why a lot of brothers who have options are just like, nigga, set the shit on fire, nigga. We ain't saving shit. We're not defending shit. Y'all can see right now the floodgates is wide open. You got women from other countries is on black women's ass. Because now they see they're just like, oh, whoa. The black men are getting out of the way. Oh my God. They're moving out of, oh my God. They understand too. And what are they doing? Letting off. They said, bitch, we've been waiting to tell you about yourself. Oh, we've been waiting. Yeah. And the thing about it is, I'm not an advocate for running down and gunning down black women. I'm not in the business of necessarily doing that. Everything that we're doing right now is we're shooting back. Okay? We are shooting back and we're setting the narrative straight. Why are you doing that, Strong? Why? Because we have not been able to do it for the last 60 years. They have had the narrative. They won the culture war. They won the black community. Long time ago, black women won the black community, and this is what you've done with it. You've separated from your men. They are no longer wanting to be a part of what you, black women, fought to be in charge of. Yes, you did. Yes, you fucking did. I don't want to hear it. Black women run the black community. Yes, you fucking do. Don't run away from it now because, oh, it's in shambles. No, y'all run the shit. And black men graciously said, we will respect the matriarchy of the house. We know we're going to give her the check. We're going to let her lead because I love my black woman. I'm going to let her do this. You know what I'm saying? She's strong and you know what I mean? She be holding me down and she be telling me, you know what I'm saying, what I need to do. She tell me what time to go to bed because I trust my queen. You know what I'm saying? My queen tell me when to go to sleep. She tuck me in, rub my belly. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little bit of milk. When I'm tired. My queen hold me down. You're a bum. My nigga, you are a fucking bum. Just know you heard it from me. You're trash. You're trash. Oh, yes, you're trash. I'm letting you fucking know. You're trash. You have no standards. Okay? You have no goddamn standards. And then you get mad when she wants to take a trip to Jamaica. No. Wait a minute. I gave you too much credit. No. You don't get mad when she wants to take a trip. No. You don't get mad when she wants to take the trip. You get mad when she gets back home. And you're wondering how come all of a sudden everything is different. How come she just it ain't there no more? She ain't trying to be in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? She don't tuck me in no more. She don't rub my belly. Right? Now everything is a problem. She's starting arguments. She always on the phone. Don't want to go nowhere with you. Always on Instagram all of a sudden. What is that, nigga? See, now we start to talk real shit. Because then you start to feel something internal start to tell you something ain't right in Candyland. Dorothy ain't in Kansas anymore. Houston has a problem. Wait a minute, what's going on? Something ain't. Yeah, nigga. And then, in a simp rage, you'll start to do dumb stuff. Like get very aggressive with her because the control you thought you had does not exist anymore. Brother, you never had that control. You never did. Why? And then when men get to this point, all hell breaks loose and Pandora's box is wide open. And now, this is where the stories start to come in for the brothers who get abusive and stuff like this. Because now they realize they lost. And they want to start doing outrageous stuff to try to maintain what little semblance of masculinity they thought they had. And now you want to fight any nigga that you see in the street that look her way. Because you ain't strong enough to deal with her directly. It's every other nigga's fault. No, brother. It's your fault that you was not getting this content and hitting the like button. Subscribe to your boy. You wasn't getting this content on this side of the house because you was what? Hating. You see the psychology of how the cycle of the bitch poisons a man's mind? Bitch teaches you how to be like that. You lose your masculinity to be feminine. And then we come full circle to where you finding a bitch who's a spitting image of your mama, treats you like a child, and then you wonder how come you don't feel like a fucking man. And then in your adolescence, because you never grew up, you start acting like a child, and then you wind up putting your hands on her, and guess what? Now you in jail. Brothers, feminism is working because of what it does to our young men. Feminism is alive and well. I'm sure most of you brothers know what Amber Rose said about her children. She said her boy was born a feminist. She got this little nigga running around giving her tampons, talking about mommy's cycle and all this other stupid shit, and out here defending her OnlyFans and shit. And I think this nigga's only, 9 years old? The hell? Defending her OnlyFans work in front of his little friends. And this brother, this little man is only 9, maybe 10, I think. She done already corrupted him. Nothing gonna be done about it. I was listening over on Lapeef Network, and they was talking about, oh, well, just go, oh, he just need to go get his son. I'm sorry. You live in America. It's going to take an act of God and a small army for a judge to rule for that woman to have no custody. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Mr. Let Go made that statement over on Lapeef. Just go get your children. Nigga, what? That in itself is part of the delusion. He said, oh, they make enough money. Doesn't matter. Nigga, you live in America. This is why we speak in a way to let men know you don't have allies like that out here. You do not have those type of allies where, oh, let me just run up to the courthouse and put in this order and just request my son come stay with me. Let me just go on to Amazon and just make a request to have my child sent to me. Because that's how things work in this fucking country. Don't be stupid, nigga. Don't be stupid. The laws are against you. We talk this talk every day. From Bernard to Rollo Tomasi, we talking the same talk. Now, I'm going to get back to the video in a minute, but I'm rolling. Settle down. Right? This is why we talk this talk. Because there are so many minds of young men who don't even have time. Okay? They don't even have time because she said he's a feminist from the womb. She said the little nigga was born and completely contradicted herself after she said that by saying, I taught him all that, by the way. Amber Rose, of course, Amber, whole logic. But my thing is this. And the girl she was interviewing with was so championing what she did to that little boy. She was asking how to take notes on how to instill that type of destructive mentality into her child. This is why the manosphere, passport bros exist. This is why. Because feminism has grown even stronger than it was before the age of the internet. And I believe I made this point as well, and I heard BGS also reflect this point. Nature looks to seek balance. And in his exact examples, that's why Darth Vader was an advent. Darth Vader rose because there was an imbalance in the Force. All right. For those of you who know your Star Wars, that's why Rey Skywalker basically came out of nowhere with all these Force powers, because the darkness, the dark side rose up so strong, and the universe just said, hey, we need one that's really strong. Cook one, because the universe seeks balance. Why does the manosphere exist? Because there's an imbalance. Why do passport bros exist? Because there's an imbalance. Right? We are the problem and the cure, one and the same. Right? We are Luke and Vader, one and the same. We're both sides of the same coin. Right? We are the God and the devil, one and the same. We are the solution. However you look at it, however you move with it, this is the solution. Because the country is in imbalance. You can't tell me that the manosphere is not necessary. You can't tell me passport bros is not necessary. And you clowns will sit back and trash us and judge us when we are the very niggas trying to save you. Right? We're Morpheus trying to get you out of the matrix, but you look at us like we're crazy. You're programmed very well. And we do the work as much as we can. As much as we can for minds that are ready to be freed. Just like Morpheus told us. Let's get back to the video.
Those black men are leaving. It clears the field for brothers like you to get as many ladies you want. What is the problem here?
No, I don't have a
Everybody
problem with them.
wins here. Everybody wins.
Yeah, I never
What is
had
the
a problem. I never had a problem with them. When I'm just calling them what they are.
Oh, okay, great.
that's it.
Fine. So now it leaves many more persistence here for you, brother. So what's the problem? Everybody wins.
No,
Everybody
but that's what I'm
wins.
saying. You putting this in some kind of competition.
Everybody wins on this.
No, nobody was competing. You the only
Everybody
one
wins. No.
competing.
What I mean is everybody comes out on top. Everybody gets
No,
what they
I'm
want.
saying, listen, those brothers can do what they want
Everybody
to do.
gets what
I'm just
they
calling
want.
it
So
for
what's
what
the
it
problem
is.
here?
So,
I've
Manel,
never
you're not
seen
gonna
a group of people who demand solutions get.
Lamir, you're not gonna let them talk. Y'all just gonna go keep interrupting each other, or
No, I'm just making a point, brother, and that is I've never seen a group of people who demand solutions. Then when we get the solutions, now we got a problem with the solution.
Okay, so listen, I never demanded a solution. I called the passport bros, whatever they call themselves, exactly what they are, international tricks.
So what?
Yeah.
Now what?
Okay. Now, I'm not in competition with them. I'm just saying that's what they are.
So what?
So it had no effect on the black community.
Good. So why are we talking about it?
You talking about it's your show.
Because this is a conversation, Mumir.
This is all over social media, brother. If it's not,
I know. Mumir, why do you think it's all over social media?
Because a lot of black women don't want Plan B to leave.
What's Plan B?
And a lot of
Oh, you hear how goofy? Do you hear this? Who would have thought that women could be the issue? Oh, I'm just saying. I'm just calling what it is. Them passport bro trick. Them passport bro trick. I'm just calling it like it is. They trick. Spell trick backwards, goofy nigga. Anyway, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Y'all go ahead and support if you have not supported the show. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not subscribed. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Yo, yo, yo. Shout out to Miss Waffles, or they call her Uncle Waffles. I mean, y'all can check her out. She's a real big DJ in the Amapiano scene in South Africa. On Instagram is Uncle Waffles, Miss Waffles. Y'all check her out. She's real hot out there in the streets. But yeah, y'all saw it. Hit the subscribe button if you have not. But see, the thing is, guys, is we're dealing with the downfall of culture. We're dealing with the downfall of community, and it's burning. It's eating itself alive, man. It's literally eating itself alive, and this is what we got to deal with. Let's continue.
Brothers, and a lot of brothers who fucking on these women and ain't doing a goddamn thing else for them also don't want them to leave.
So why wouldn't the men want them to leave though? Well, explain that to me.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Because a lot of guys who get in all kind of poozy paradise don't have to take these women out, ain't got to take care of their kids, ain't got to provide no emotional labor for them, ain't got to do shit else but bring that good.
So, Mumia, do you think they fighting over you?
Who's fighting over me?
The American women.
I don't give a fuck.
But you do. Are they fighting over you?
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, are you married, man?
That means
no.
Oh.
Oh, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. What is that called? Brothers, we all felt that, didn't we? We all felt it in here. It was like, oh, nigga, the caddy, the bitch assness. Oh, the shame, guilt, insults, and need to be right came pouring out of these whole niggas. What did I just say? That's the bitch in your blood. I just said that, didn't I? Right? I just said that. That's the bitch in your blood. Right? You see how automatically they start shaming the brother, just like a woman would. Are you married? You got a girlfriend? They must not choose you, huh? Here we see it in full display. We see it right here in full display. And Obsidian is telling them like it is. I don't care about that, G. That's not my concern. Why are you shaming us? Why are you throwing shots over here? Basically, why do you care? Oh, I'm just telling it like it is. You ain't telling shit because everything you're saying is cap. Because your points have no structure. There's nothing behind the structure of your points. There's nothing behind the structure of your points. Right? It's just hate. You just mad. Okay? And Obsidian is something like it is. Like, bro, I don't care. Like, I'm not. He's and you heard what the brother said. Are they fighting over you? And basically now, so they're gonna start trying to attack Obsidian's looks and stuff like this. And basically, what are they saying? Oh, you not the select nigga in the community. See what it comes to? The competition is over the bitch. You see that? The competition is over the bitch. If you're not winning in the bitch Olympics, oh, you ain't shit. Right? Because you're not masters of the community. My question to those brothers who have that mentality, what are you winning? What are your rewards? What benefits do you get? Right? You get a stipend? Right? Well, I guess some of the Madden Kings do in that regard. Funny how we look at the destruction of our own community and they ask us, why do we travel? God damn it. Let's keep going.
That's what I'm saying. You're not even looking for a wife. So why would anybody be concerned?
Nope.
So why is anybody concerned about what you're doing?
Because it's my business too, brother.
But look, y'all, I don't want to necessarily do the person. Hold on, y'all. Look. I don't want us to do the personal attack thing.
I have no problem making it personal because that tells me that you ain't got no argument left.
Mumia, I don't want people to get personally attacked. This ain't about Mumia. This is about people and you. You're a human being behind your PTR. I'm sure analytic. You hear me talking? You hear me talking? You hear me talking? So yeah, it's not about you, Mumia. I don't want anybody to feel like they can't speak their piece or they gonna try to get clowned. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the concept of a passport, bro. What it means for the black community, black women, black men, what it means to the individual that calls himself a passport bro, what is his ideology, how did he get there, etc., etc. We're talking about concepts, not people.
Yeah, you'll
I
never
agree.
meet me
I
in
think
real
I
life,
think that this is
faggot.
a real
You got a
solution.
cone head, nigga.
I think this is a real solution. And I'm just marveling at the fact that now an actual solution has been proposed, and now everybody got a problem with it. And now it's being exposed why they got a problem with it. Black America needs drones.
What's the solution? Are you saying being a passport, bro, is a solution to
That's
what
one
problem?
of them. Yeah, that's one of them.
To what?
Yeah.
To what problem?
Oh,
To what problem?
to the problem. Oh, let's talk about it. For
Okay.
decades, black women have.
Now, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? And what did I just say? I haven't seen all this. I'd only seen like the first few minutes of this. What did I just say? Brothers we have to debate with do not see a problem. Okay? This is why it's like banging your head against the wall. They don't see a problem. That's the biggest thing. Usually at this point, there's nothing that needs to really be said. Okay? All right, nigga, you think 1 + 1? Okay, 1 + 1 is 3 for you? All right, cool, no problem. We out of here. Why do you think that, brother? Oh, that's how I was taught. All right, well, check it. We're gonna get up out of here. You see what this is, and this is what we have to deal with. This is what we have to deal with when we have these conversations. Straight up. Oh, I don't see a problem. Now watch how Obsidian, I'm sure he's gonna break it down and outline the problem. And this brother's gonna sidestep the whole thing. He's gonna sidestep and project. Almost guaranteed. Watch. Let's go.
Have complained about the problems of black men. And we've come up with a solution. You don't have to deal with those black men anymore. We're taking them off the table.
Do you guys think that racism played a part in this?
I think racism plays a part in everything in black America.
Like, I know for me, I used to, when I was younger, and good morning to everybody in the room. I used to get a certain type of woman, right? I used to get all these very pretty girls, very high maintenance girls, and I had all the peripherals to attract them, right? And then when things started getting crazy, the women started fading away, and then I started like disliking the women, right? And then I started realizing, because I noticed this with women and men, we get something going on, whether it be a degree, money, etc. And then we start chasing after things that's probably not meant for us. And then when we get burnt by this so-called woman or the so-called man, we start bashing the men and the women without even considering what is the person for you. Like, if you filleted yourself from your degree, accomplishments, etc., what would be the woman for you?
Maybe that woman is in Manila. Maybe that woman is in Bangkok.
And
Maybe that woman is in Sao Paulo.
I'm not.
Maybe that woman is in Kampala.
No. I'm with you. I'm not negating that, because that might be very well be the case. But in this argument, because I didn't realize that we as black men and women, I used to think we was just at odds until Kevin Samuels died. When Kevin Samuels died and a lot of the sisters saluted it.
Come on, brother.
I said, oh shit.
Come on.
We not at odds, we at war.
Come on.
I had never seen.
Ooh. What did he say? When Kevin Samuels passed away, I realized we are not at odds. We are at war. Did you hear? And it's funny how the death of Kevin Samuels outlined so much. What if so many brothers across the manosphere said? Dennis Berlin has said as well. Kevin Samuels passing away ushered in the winter that he was prophesizing. Kevin Samuels passing away ushered in the winter that he was prophesizing. And did he not know, but did he know that his right-hand man, his general, would be the leader in that regard as far as bringing on the winter, the Blizzard King himself? The main one who's on the full offensive going at these women. Dennis Berlin is going at them. We are doing our talk, and we're more or less playing defense. Brother Dennis Berlin is going at them. I believe on his next video, on his next live, he's going to have these brothers who have been abused by brothers from Jamaica who have been taken advantage of from the women who was coming down from America and essentially, we'll just say abusing. So the thing is Kevin Samuels passing away was so monumental. You see how strong that is? You see how this is why we say Kevin Samuels was the last prophet, because he was the last one who was really advocating for trying to hold the black community together. And in his untimely passing, they saluted, they laughed, they danced. All right. They prayed to ISIS. You know what I'm saying? First of all, disrespecting our culture like that, but whatever. But the thing is just like they celebrated this brother passing away, and he was the last one. If Kevin Samuels, over 6 feet tall, millionaire, clean cut, wore a suit every day, told them what they needed to hear, not what they wanted to hear, what they needed to hear, and was still willing to do his best to every day open up his platform and allow these women and these females to get up here and state their case and bring light to the issues that are going on in the black community, highlighted it, voicing, coming from the black manosphere where most of the complaints have been circling around for so long, and then throwing it out to the mainstream to where everybody can hear it and put it on the table. And what did they do? They made a fool of themselves and they laughed at the brother dying. And like this brother just said, when he saw that, he understood clearly what the mission was. He said, oh, y'all really did side with the feminists back in the 60s. Oh, that's right. Y'all do want power. And in your quest for power, you want to be next to the thing that you consider to be the highest level of power in the country, which is the white man, i.e., y'all want to be white women. Which is why so many brothers say that. Because you see how much your so-called women really has your back when situations like this come around. Passing of Kevin Samuels, telling you what to do, how to do, and how to move. You see how strong that bond really is. Because she ain't giving no ground. She's strong, independent, don't need to give up nothing. And you don't get to have any land. You don't get to have any territory. You don't get to have any say-so. Okay? You don't get to have any standards. Because every time you try to move out of that box, you are going to be combated with either the shame, the guilt, insults, and the need to be right. You're going to get hit on all sides. Okay? Which is why you don't even realize you're in war till you realize you're a captive on the other side of the front line. See, a lot of brothers wake up and realize they're behind enemy lines, and that is one of the biggest things that wakes brothers up. They say, wait a goddamn minute. I've been sleeping with the enemy this whole time. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Whoa. You starting out as a POW. Say, yo, you waking up captured, nigga. You waking up captured. And now the mission is, how do I get out of here? Welcome to Passport Bros. Welcome to Passport Bros. Because most of us wake up, see, red pill means waking up and realizing you're captured. And then the manosphere, i.e., black, mainstream, whatever, everything that comes after that is how you deal with understanding that you're behind enemy lines and you're captured. And the problem is, when we wake up behind enemy lines and realize we need to keep it pushing, shit, we need to get free. Some brothers say, no, fine. Y'all go ahead and move forward. We're going to stay back and hold it down in the rear and try to free more of our brothers. Y'all head on. And then the ones who are trying to sit back and free more brothers, they're trying to wake brothers up and say, hey, you're a captive. Brother, you a slave. You're trying to slide brothers off the plantation. Say, bro, wake up. Wake up. Funny how all these Matrix terms just come right off the tongue, don't they? They just roll right off the tongue. Wake up, red pill. You're still asleep, blue pill. See how the psychology, it just works. You're trying to wake brothers up and say, hey, get up. You're behind enemy lines. I can get you out of here, but we got to move quietly and quickly before security comes back around. Don't say nothing. Let's go. Let's go. But what happens when you wake up some of these brothers? What you doing? What? Mama, they trying to free us. He trying to be free, mama. And now, for you trying to free some of these goofy Negroes, we got the guard dogs of security running up on us, rushing us, trying to catch us and bring us back in. And we say, damn, nigga, we trying to free you, but you standing in the way. I've said it before. We could turn this around overnight, but you got so many simps and white knights in place that are the security and the guard dogs for the psychology of the community, which is why it don't and won't change. Which is why we said, well, damn, nigga, if I'm trying to free you and all you gonna do is just ring the alarm bell, your ass can lay there. Sleep, nigga. Lay there and go to sleep. Stay sleeping. Fuck it. I already know how to get out. I already know which way to go. Fuck it. I ain't worried about you. We tried. We good. Some will still stay, keep trying to fight. All right. Some will still try to make deals with the warden. Let my brother over there go, this and that. All these goddamn panels. Going back and forth with these females all goddamn night. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Me personally. Nigga, Passport Bros, we up. Keep winning. And we gonna keep winning. Regardless of where we at. They try to bring down Austin. You see what happened. Still winning. Because they can't fuck with him. All they can do is sit back and talk shit. You want to be a freedom fighter and try to save a lot? I mean, most of them you ain't going to save, bro. But I've said it before. We only need 300. King Leonidas only needed his 300. Right? You only need 300. Right? And we're taking our 300 and we're leaving. We're not heading into the fight. We're saying, you know what? We good. We just going to go over here. And what we do have warriors in place who are slinging arrows and darts at us on our way out. Oh, yeah. We shooting back. We ain't no chumps. We going to shoot back. But the thing is that your range of your arrows and spears can only go so far. Because when we show you how we doing, what we doing, and how we moving, you're not that effective to us. We only engage because we choose to. Obsidian is engaging because he chooses to. Because the narrative needs to be continuously set in place. That we are not these chumps, lames, simps, tricks, dusties that you keep trying to make us out to be so you can sleep good at night. No, nigga, we're winning. We're better than you. Take the L. Sucks, doesn't it? Sucks, doesn't it? Because instead of taking the accountability and realizing how much you've been failing, you want to come after us. That's for the men. For the women, it's clear. They're just mad that they're losing their men. And they want to try to get behind simps like you and say, protect us. Yeah, we ain't attacking you. But you talk that shit. I mean, hey. A couple of us might roll up on you. We might pull up and have something to say. Obsidian did it, right? We will be dropping the link soon. Y'all stay tight in case any brothers want to come up and speak their piece. We will continue. I don't see myself doing the whole video, but we will be dropping the link momentarily for those who want to come in the conversation and have something to say on the topic. Let's keep it going.
I had never seen black women salute the death of anybody.
Speak on it.
and that scared me. No, because I'm not here to pick a side. I'm here.
I want to say something, brother. Let me get a second.
Oh, go ahead, speak, bro.
So since you said what the problem was, you said the problem was the women was downing the black man and everything, and saying that they weren't worth being with, and then the solution that the men came up with was like, okay, we go someplace else and get women. That's what you said. So I'm thinking, like, I never had that problem. That's probably why I'm not empathetic, because I'm like, the women with these guys really felt rejected to the extent they said, you know what, we're just gonna go overseas and get and trick, and we're gonna spend our money on these women over here instead of being over there with y'all. Because I don't think the black community issue was tricking. Like, because I don't think the women were saying y'all not tricking on us. They were saying y'all not marrying us and you're not being fathers.
Well, good. But then, now you don't have to worry about that at all.
Say,
they don't want to be married anyway.
Oh, wait a minute, brother. How is the solution for somebody saying that you're not marrying or you're not being fathers and being responsible in the community? How is tricking internationally a solution for that community issue?
It's not, because you raise a good point. When you say these women are saying you're not marrying us and being good fathers, are we talking about the men that they already had kids with?
No, I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, well, let me help you. Well, let me help you out here.
Hold on, brother, because I don't want you to.
Let me answer your question.
Mumia, I don't think you want to be cut off yet, so just let him get it out.
Just let me get my thought out. You know, I understand that you feel a way. You've been dealing with this for a little bit. This is my first time really dealing with men that feel rejected to the point where they have to leave the country. I never seen that before.
Bro, hold up. Let me say something on that real quick. I got to speak on this. This man said feel rejected to the point. Again, you see how they have to keep reaffirming the narrative so they can sleep at night. They have to keep reaffirming the idea that we are these second-class dudes. Why can't we just be brothers who see a problem and are moving on a solution? Why does it have to keep coming to, oh, y'all did rejected, and then from your being rejected, you know what I'm saying, you did, you know what I mean, y'all did, you know, you ain't winning, y'all don't get no pussy, you know what I'm saying, y'all did rejected, you know, and then y'all being rejected make it feel like, you know what I'm saying, you just, you know, I don't even understand why you gotta go overseas, nigga. I got good pussy right here. This is the dumb shit we got to deal with. This the dumb shit. Y'all hear it. They come after us. This is the shit they say about us. And this is the battle that we have. Okay? Because in their mind, the narrative has to be, we are lesser men. And we're not strong enough to deal with the ABW. Has to be the narrative. Nothing else can exist in the mind of these men. Because why? They're going to realize, if they start understanding what we're saying, they're going to wake up and realize that they're POWs. And I could only imagine what is more traumatic than not even remembering getting captured. Nigga, you woke up in a cage. You woke up in a cage and behind enemy lines, and now you're figuring out how to get out. But see, the problem is they don't want to deal with reality that they might wake up in a cage. See, that's what they don't want to do. These men are POWs. We all were there at one point. All of us had our awakening, and we realized we're behind enemy lines. Feminism is not our friend. Feminism is going to be and is working on becoming the destruction of the nuclear family in these United States of America. And more women eat and absorb this content that they believe is freeing them and is making them less and less fit. Meaning we're producing less and less children across the board in this country. Also meaning our country is going to become weaker. Also meaning our enemies are at the gate, ready to take the spoils of America in what ways they can as it slowly starts to deteriorate. For brothers who understand geopolitics, tell you something. We already know China is pretty much eating up the West Coast already. We already know them boys is already invested in our West Coast science and the technology that we have going on. A lot of behind the scenes stuff is going on over there with how much stuff they actually own and we don't even know or talk about. But anyway, that's a different conversation for a different time. Let's continue on.
I'm looking at it like, why are people going to international tricking? And so now I'm hearing for the first time.
The product is better.
From one of you gentlemen, I'm hearing it for the first time why you left the country to get women. And I'm not saying also the women are not better women or nothing like that. I don't know the comparison to that degree.
Better and cheaper.
I never had the rejection. But I'll say that's what I'm saying. I don't know nothing about that. That's what I'm saying. I thought you said you wasn't tricking, but
I'm just saying, like, would you rather eat? Would you rather eat a $20 regular burger at your house, or would you rather drive across town and eat the best burger of your life for $10?
And here's the thing: you said that, man. I just went along with it because it's clear that a lot of now I'm glad that we're having this conversation, brother to brother. We can leave the ladies out of it. There are brothers who cannot wrap their minds around this, and I understand why. You just said it. You don't have these problems. It's a pretty good bet. It's a pretty good bet. You was that, as Michael Basin called it back in the day. It was a pretty good chance you was a maintenance man. What?
A maintenance man?
Yeah. Michael Basin talked about this.
I was with my wife for 30 years. She just passed away last year. She just passed away eight months ago. So I wasn't, man. Yeah, so I wasn't that guy that you talking about, that Michael Basin guy.
I'm sorry.
I was just with my wife. So what happened was this. I feel like I was in a time capsule for the last 30 years.
You were.
Because now that, since my wife passing, I've been talking to people, more so, being more social and being out there. And, my kids are grown and stuff like that. Now I'm learning this understanding that you got right here and some other things too. And it's all like different than me than it was, let's say 30 years ago.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm glad to see that you're engaged in the conversation, and that's good. Let me enlighten you as to the facts, because a lot has happened over the past 30 years. Currently, 67% of black women who have children have them out of wedlock. 59% of those women have more than one baby daddy. These are the predominant group of women out on the mating market in Black America, age 18 through mid-50s. So my thinking is this: when the question on the floor that you raised about women saying you're not marrying us, my question becomes, who are they talking to? Are they talking to their baby daddies, or are they talking to the majority of black men who have no kids? A lot of times, a lot of black women are going for the latter instead of the former.
Baby, you gotta mute your mic.
What we're saying is we're getting off the lot, as one brother would put it. We're getting off the lot. Deal with the brothers that you made kids with to build for you, to protect you, to provide for you. You made kids for them. You can't get them to protect you. You can't get them to provide for you. You can't get them to wife you. That's what we're saying.
Probably not, because if we consider that a lot of these sisters have never been under the guidance of a man who had their best interest, meaning like they never grew up with their father or uncle or brother.
That's their mama fault.
No, hold on, bro. Let me finish. Because normally you would transfer that guidance from the father to the husband. So a lot.
Now, one of the things that this brother is saying, we can clearly see based off of how he's moving, he has no idea what's going on. That's one of the biggest things we can indicate already coming off the rip. Brother has no idea what's going on out here in these streets. And he has so much to say, right? And this is why when we sit these men down and have conversations with them, their points hold no water. You got all that air in your chest about what we do and we just a bunch of tricks and all this other shit. Nigga, you've been married for 30 years. You've been married for 30 years, nigga. If we compare bank accounts and we see who spent more on a bitch in the last 30 years, I wonder who's going to take the cake on that one. I don't want to hear that. You don't even know what's going on. And you got all these strong, hard opinions against us. And you ain't even out here in these streets like that. Talking all that nonsense. all that hot shit you got to say. Oh, well, you know, I was married 30 years, you know. So what the hell do you know except being married for 30 years? This is why we look at one of these types and be like, nigga, why are you here? Right? What the hell are you doing here? Because when one of us pull up on you and start asking you questions, you're going to realize how silly you sound. We'll pull up. Somebody somewhere is going to hear it, and one of us is going to pull up. And we're going to have to see what the problem is. This is what I mean. The accountability police force is in full swing right now. Niggas ain't even qualified to be agents as agents. What? Not even qualified to be an agent, nigga. You out here trying to trying to wrangle up passport bros. You ain't even qualified, bro. You ain't coming with no real smoke, bro. You out here married. You out here married for 30 years. All right? Now, unfortunately, your spouse passed away. That's unfortunate. But why are you even here? It shouldn't even be a part of the conversation, the lexicon. You shouldn't even be here. Okay? And this is why I said, now, they've been having this conversation for as long as they've been having it, but this is why I said you can generally dismiss these brothers usually within the first few minutes of talking to them. There's no need for a debate generally. Because you just be like, oh, you know what? Okay, you've told me enough. We don't have anything to talk about. We don't have anything to talk about. Right? All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. Y'all hit that Cash App, support the stream. Let me know if you like this content. Let me know if you like what your boy got going on. Show you support by hitting that Cash App. Let's go.
Amapiano parties have the best vibes.
Teaching my Gambian system Amapiano moves. I think she's ready for groove. Don't you think?
Yeah. For those of you who have not dropped a little something on your boys' books, you know what I mean? Go ahead and support the show from the Cash App. Cash App is at the top of the screen. Go ahead and support if you have not. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link for any brother who wants to come up and have something to say on the topic. Go ahead and speak your piece. Go ahead and let them know that you're not going to come out here and just trash us and try to say who we are and who we're not. And talk about how we got the passport accountability police is on our necks, brothers. You know what I mean? They're trying to hem us up. You know what I'm saying? Right? But as y'all come up, we're going to go ahead and going to keep it rocking with Obsidian. Let's go.
And again, I'm standing in the center because I didn't realize this was an issue. So you have a woman that has never been under the guidance of a man. She don't even know what it's like to have a man that have her best interest.
But that's unfortunate.
So from 0 to about 40 years old, she's been doing this thing on her own, trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has explained to her that what she absorbed is the wrong way.
Okay.
So now she's 40 and she's like, I don't need no man for this, that, and the third, right? No, this is just me surmising. I'm not saying this for like every individual woman.
Okay.
I'm saying that when we looking at our issues as Black people, we have a lot of issues to contend with. I'm not saying give nobody a pass.
So why is it the responsibility of the non-select guys to be the cleanup man of the community?
No. I've never said that, brother.
Okay.
When you go into a doctor's office or a lawyer's office, you look at their credentials on the wall.
Okay.
I want to know who is the man that raised this woman.
Okay.
So if I go into her office, proverbial, and I don't see any credentials on the wall, right? Right? I don't see any credentials on the wall. What do I expect?
I have no idea, but what I would say is that a solution has been provided. We all know who everybody is. We all know who everybody is now. I just attended an event last week where, and this is a very prominent brother in the Black love business, has his, according to him, he has a over 90% Black female following. The place was packed, sold out. He said on the stage that
talking about Derek Jackson? Hopefully
no,
not, though, right?
No. He said that on the stage, you're close, but no. He said on the stage, he was asked a question by one of the ladies. What did he think about the Manosphere? What did he think about Kevin Samuels? He says that he said on the stage that he listens to a lot of their content, a lot of our content, and actually agrees with a lot of the things that we say. I say that to say this. We all know who's who now. We all know who the players on the board are now. And all we're saying is the Black Manosphere.
So let's stay right there for a second. Hold on. Let's stay right there for a second. Okay. When you say we all know who the players are, let's unpack that for 1 second.
Okay.
What exactly do you mean by that?
That's easy. I was just talking about Dr. Umar Johnson did an interview recently. With, matter of fact, the same day that I went to this event, Friday the 13th. And he said the exact same thing, even though he was doing an interview and I was attending a live event here in Philly. And that's this. We can debate how we got here, what the causes are, what the root cause is. The bottom line, the net of it, as my good friend and dearly departed brother Kevin Samuels would say, is for Black women, they have a certain particular type of man that they're interested in sexually. And then they have other men that they attempt to get them to do non-sexual, man shit or husband shit or whatever word you bae shit for them. Steve Harvey talked about this to the tune of 2 million copies in over a year on the New York Times bestseller list. Like I said, Dr. Umar Johnson validated this in the interview the same day that I attended an Ace Metaphor live taping of his Tonight's Conversation show. He said it. So what I mean by this is we all now know who's who. So now what? The now what is solutions. For years, we being Black men, and to put a finer point on it, the Black Manosphere has been besotted by critics for saying we don't offer solutions. Now we have. One of those solutions is for the brothers that the sisters didn't want sexually to put their passport in the sky, for ladies who have gone on the record, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, saying we do want you. That's the solution. And now the ladies get to be with the guys that they truly want, but it does come with some fine print. And part of the fine print is good luck trying to get those dudes that you fucking and sucking on and having kids with to provide for you, to be a competent leader, to protect you, to build the community, to mentor other kids. Good luck with that.
I guess I go back to the credentials on the wall, and it's like if you are aware that these type of women exist, then why would you go into their realm?
We don't. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you asked, because we don't. As a matter of fact, one of the criticisms that Black women have made of the Passport Bros, which is an offshoot of or a spinoff of the Black Manosphere, is what y'all they frame the argument as if we're going around harassing Black women with our talking points. That's not true. In order for you to find Black Manosphere content or Passport Bros content, you have to go looking for it, because that's the way social media works. It's called the algorithm. If you don't go looking for it, it doesn't come up in your feed or in your life. So a lot of ladies are looking for this content. We can bear it out on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. A lot of ladies are looking for this content. If you don't want to be bothered with the Passport Bros, you don't want to be bothered with the Black Manosphere or Kevin Samuels, don't go looking for it. And when it does pop up in your feed, is a little something called a block button. Don't notify me again about this button. Use that.
Yeah, listen. Let me say this. Hold on, let me say this. You when you said that the women want to use the men for non-sexual things or not, I had to admit that since my wife passed, well, it'll be about 8 months or whatnot, I had a few women to come by here and they talked to me a certain way. And one woman in particular was asking me to put a TV up at her house and also to buy her a bed comforter or whatever.
What?
And I was like, why would I do that? And I'm like, it was new to me, like somebody who had the audacity to ask you that. She asked me that. She's been with her gentleman. She's been with her gentleman for 5 years already. And I said,
brother, welcome to the Black Manosphere. Please
and I asked her, I said, why would you like disrespect me like that? Like, why would I come to your house and do something like that? And the guy that's sleeping with you is not doing it. Because that shows me your value.
And what did she tell you?
She said, because you my friend.
Oh, Derek, please allow me to do this. Brother, man, baby, welcome to the Black Manosphere.
Nah, listen, man, listen. I found that.
And with that, and that right there is what you call an awakening. The brother woke up and realized he was behind enemy lines, a damn POW, and realized and understood, hold up, is a problem. I want to go ahead and welcome my guest in here, president of BMO. We call him Prez. You know what I'm saying? Brother Eric, what's happening, man? How you feeling about the topic? What's your opinion, man? We got the passport, bro. Accountability police are in full effect, and these niggas ain't even qualified, but they still trying to wave batons with flashlights, talking about what you doing here. Woo. You know what I'm saying, bro? How you feel about it?
Man, first of all, Chris, appreciate you having me on the show tonight, man. Yo, it's mind blowing to a certain extent, but we see it so much, so often. It's like we're numb to it now. Now, as far as the gentleman that was talking about, he had been married for 30 years. That's a normal reaction because you're out of the loop. You were in a relationship that you got into 30 years ago. He said he was married for 30 years. So that means he probably dated her for another 2 or 3 years before that. And 30, 35, 40 years ago, people were still trying to be together. People were still trying to be family oriented. So for him to come out after his wife passed and to come out into what we know now is the dating market and see what's going on, he's still programmed with old programming. His OS is like Windows 95. Bro, we on Windows 11. But that's what he's looking at it. Because he has not been in the loop. So for him, I give him a pass. But a lot of these other dudes, bro, you don't even have a passport. And you are trying to police us. You a grown man trying to tell us what to do, where to go, who to socialize with. What gives you the authority to tell me to do any fucking thing? It boggles me how many guys are so caught up about brothers traveling overseas. And they sound like a bunch of women. That's the crazy part. It's like they really sound like a bunch of women. I'm like, you are upset because a man decided to go someplace else to do his shopping and is letting everybody know that there are good deals over here. Come over here and get it. And you upset because, well, why are you going to that store? Because I can. It's none of your fucking business. Right? But man, just like you said, a lot of these dudes are bitch made, bruh. You worrying about the wrong shit.
Talk about it.
You worrying about the wrong shit.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, dudes back in the day didn't talk about what the other dude was doing unless you was a hater. And it sounds like you hating. Oh, well, you not getting the woman over here. Okay, well, that's more for you then. So let us go and go our way. Well, you can't say anything about it. Who are you to tell me what to say? Now we got a problem because you trying to tell me what I can and can't say in open public forum. No. And you sound like, oh, well, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You tricking. Y'all niggas ain't said shit about Magic City. Let's talk about Atlanta. We want to talk about tricking?
What?
Go back. There's a video 2 years ago where them dudes dropped over $1 million at a Super Bowl party when it was in Atlanta. They had so much money, it was on the floor.
Bruh.
There's a film. I know there's a clip of that online. And you got the nerve to twist your mouth talking about a man tricking?
Bro, All-Star Weekend, bro.
It was either All-Star Weekend or Super Bowl weekend, but it was in Atlanta. And they said that each of them strippers made over $125,000. That's how much money it was on the floor in one night. And you Negroes got a problem with brothers leaving? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
How in my mentality around it has, how is it that brothers who leave the country are the biggest tricks when the niggas who are here spend the most money? You spend the most money on the shiniest belt buckle, renting a car to go down to an All-Star Weekend, and all you dusty niggas cramming into one damn hotel room because can't none of you afford it. But you gonna make sure you got them damn Jordans on, and so you can go out there on the beach and stunt, and then try to run up on you on something on beach week, and then where you taking it to? The porta potty? Oh no. Or you gonna tell you, hey bro, let me get the room. So now you got all 4 or 5 of your homeboys who's crammed in the room. They all got to go sit in the car for 2 hours. Like, bro, but we the tricks, and we
look, Chris, I'm just telling you, it's just jealousy, and at this point, there's going to be more of it because, like Obsidian said about 2 or 3 years ago, he had said you're going to start seeing the rise of community eunuchs, guys that are going to, and proxies. They're going to start using men to try to get other men in line, which is what they do when there's an altercation. You say something to a chick and she don't like, oh, I'm gonna go call my cousin. I'm gonna go call my brother. I'm gonna go call my boy to come get you right. This is the same thing they're doing now. Oh, well, you leaving? Well, we're gonna use these men as proxies, and they're gonna get you in line and shame you. Now, as a man to another man, bro, you don't have the right to tell me shit. What I do, where I can go. Now you stepping in the wrong domain just because you don't like it. When you call people tricks and say, well, hold up, Playboy, are you married? Well, no, I ain't married. Well, okay then. So what are you talking about? You talking about, oh, you going overseas, you got to get married. Motherfucker, you ain't married here in the States.
Bruh.
So why you worry about what we doing? If you so adamant about getting married, then go out here and get married. But you ain't married. You out here got 2 or 3 baby mamas. And you got the nerve to fix your mouth to say something about what I'm doing with my money, my dime, and my time, and it's not affecting you? Dude, bitch made.
Yeah. I don't understand why it is that when we move around and we start making our moves, why is it that we have to be solely focused on getting married? And, for me, I see that as matriarchal programming. So you're less of a risk, you're less of a man who's out here, dealing with different women and all this other stuff. You got to make sure you get one and lock down one, and you just be a good old boy, and you find you another woman to get your bitch ass back up under. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I've signed off for you leaving. Okay, fine. But now we need to get another warden for your ass. And as soon as you find another one, I need you to report back to me. All right. And I need her social security number. No, I need her last 4. I need the nomenclature. I need the NSN of her. Like, I'm just like, who the fuck do you think you are? Who do y'all think you are to sit back and judge and have all these standards and then tell us when we go to these different countries and places, y'all better do as we tells you to do now? What the fuck you think you is? Like I said, Aunt Jemima, sit your biscuit ass down.
Hey, look, a lot of these dudes, they came from the old school, at least from the guys that I heard on the clip that you played. Like the guy said, he'd been married 30 years, so he got to be in his 50s at least. So you came up, and he probably came from up seeing his aunts, uncles, and parents. They were together. So that's his programming. And for him to see the community and the dating market deteriorate to shambles, it's mind-boggling for him. He having a cognitive dissonance. He actually said that, inadvertently when Obsidian was talking to him. I mean, he broke it down after his wife passed away. He started dating again, and a woman that was already seeing somebody wanted him to buy her a TV or something like that. So, but for him, why don't you get the other guy to do it? Because you my friend. No, you my trick that I want you to buy me a TV for, and you should do it just for the possibility of getting some of this punani.
Exactly.
Shout out
Why
to
not
Alan
the
Roger
nigga?
Curry, because that's the possibility of sex. Dude,
Exactly.
it's the whole dating situation in the United States has changed dramatically. Technology has moved it faster forward than what we even experienced back in the 80s and the 90s. So for you to come out 30 years on the other side, dude, it's a time warp. It's like Back to the Future for him. He's out of time. He's out of place, and he has to get up to speed quick. So for him, what he's hearing is like, why are men complaining? Why are men going overseas? But then he gives an example as to why men are leaving. So for him, I give him a pass. But a lot of these other dudes, they sound like women. They sound like, hey, they sound like they're in junior high or high school, and I'm on the varsity football team, and I'm the man, and I say what I say goes, and all the women want me, and you shouldn't go anywhere. But when you do go someplace, you're getting women that look just as good, or if not better, than the women that are here in the States. Now they got a problem with it because they are no longer the quote unquote self-appointed alpha. That's the only reason I can really see is like, oh, well, you going overseas to be tricking. Motherfucker, you sound like you got a damn freaking flyer card at the strip club.
For real.
I just listening to some of these dudes talk. You know, why are you so concerned? I never seen so many men so concerned with what other men are doing. And then you see guys talking about, oh, well, you down in our black women. First of all, they don't belong to us.
Facts.
We don't belong to them.
Say that.
We are not a monolith. They have made it quite clear that we don't belong to each other. So since we don't belong to each other, then we're free to do what we want to do. But everybody is still buying into this community. Dude, the community is dead. Community is dead. Dead. DOA. It's a wrap. It is beyond repair. And I told one of the guys talking about it before, they talking about, well, what about the community? I said, first of all, for you to have a community, you need to have unity. For you to have unity, you need to have a foundation. Foundations are built from families. That's why we were able to endure what we have for so long, because we had a foundation of family. We understood that we needed each other. Once you started taking them checks, Section 8, EBTs, Title 9, and all the other goodies and stuff, and you got on a feminist mindset, you don't need us anymore. Fast forward to 60 years or 50, 55, 60 years. Here we are.
Yeah. And exactly what you said, Eric, you hit on a strong point. And I don't even know if you understand how strong it was. You said in order to have a community, we need to have families. The thing about it is that is probably what they're afraid of, is that they can probably somewhat have a sixth sense for what the real future looks like. The real future is the way that the world is moving. Okay. The world is getting flatter because right now technology is connecting us so rapidly, so quickly. Information, knowledge, learning languages, getting remote jobs. Everything is moving at such fast pace of a speed that for those who are getting left behind are feeling the sting of getting left behind. And what's really about to start happening is that we're going to have the advent of the new community. The new black community is going to be international. The new black community is going to be international. Just imagine if every brother right now that has passport bros has passport children. So now what does that child have? Dual citizenship, more than likely. So now that child is going to get taught in the ways of how to be here in his home country, have access to America, speak two languages, be probably smarter, be with a woman. And then we're going to start having, look already right now, look at what Thailand is turning into. You have damn near every black content creator that is a travel black content creator has pretty much touched base through Thailand. All right. We're setting up little mini strongholds in certain points. Imagine a whole community of passport brothers with their passport families. We got these communities, and now we're networked to other places like South Africa, like Brazil, maybe not Colombia because they seem like they don't want us there. But we got different spots that's kicking up, like bro. How many brothers got property in the DR? Like we have all these places that can start and kick off the gears of a new community that is international. So now my kids, just imagine my kids start to grow up they playing with your kids. And then let's just say there's a tournament, basketball tournaments, and they're going across international. The children already are international. They're already dual citizens, and all these, in the access and the lifestyles that these children are going to have are going to dwarf and usurp the average child who's hanging back over, stuck in the community, who's being raised by a single mother. That is going to be the true destruction, is our growth. That's why I said we are the Joker and Batman, one and the same. We're the savior and we're the destruction, because what we're doing is we're saving ourselves and we're also bringing apart the destruction and burning off what we don't need anymore. See, because time is moving. Everything is rolling. The future is kicking off in such a ways. And these brothers, most brothers who are moving like this are in tech, for one. So now we have brothers who are tech savvy, or they're at least savvy enough to be work remote or get overseas, however they're doing it. They're at least savvy enough to say, hey, we are moving in a direction and we're catching part of what's going on, the flow of technology. And imagine the children that are going to come from that. Kids who have their passports at 4 and 5 years old, they're going to be ingratiated in the tech world. So they're already going to come out of grade school with 6-figure jobs, more than likely. Oh, they're going to be in line to already be in position to be these well-off children making all kind of money by the time they're 20. Like, this is the new community that they're afraid of. And this is the new community that we are heading toward. This is what we're actually building, whether we realize it or not. These brothers who are really about this travel life, expat and all this, we're going to start linking up in other places where more of us are. I see us really having a stronghold in places like Thailand, because more and more brothers are starting to move that direction, especially brothers who are traveling. Southeast Asia, I think, really is going to start to be a big spot for us. I think Brazil, not as fast, but I do think Brazil will come along, and more brothers are going to start setting up, places of permanent residence there. I think Asia is going to be faster because it's easier and they do speak English. But I'm telling you, Eric, this is the new community, and that is what they're most afraid of.
Well, let them be afraid. I mean, real talk, as far as Thailand is concerned, veterans are already set up there. You want to get your VA benefits and stuff, go through Thailand. Them brothers over there already know how to get your paperwork together, work the system, and get you 100% real quick. So that's what I'm saying. So those are things that are already happening. And brothers that are in the military, retired, they're already over there. So they already know how to move and what to do and where to go. Like, we got a brother that went with us to South Africa. He's married and lives in Thailand. Matter of fact, he lives in Pattaya. So, and he's 70 years old. Yeah, he's been living there for 12 years. So that's what I'm saying. It's like the network is already there. A lot of the people that and critics and naysayers are talking about something they don't know nothing about, because you just been exposed to it. Brothers have already been moving. Brothers already have certain networks. You're just now finding out about it because we have YouTube, we have the internet, and people are telling everything. That's the only reason why. But this stuff has already been going on. We have brothers that are in businesses and they're doing different things. Like, I talked to a brother today that he's in South Africa. He's married. He's engaged. Now, hasn't gotten married yet. He's engaged to a woman from Namibia. He's in tech.
There it is.
He's in tech. And as more and more of those jobs move to where they can work remotely, you're going to see less and less of the community, and they're going to be crying and they're going to eat themselves. And if anything that they can do to deter you from traveling, they're going to do so.
Exactly.
I've seen women, BAWs, talk about black men traveling to non-black countries, and we in South Africa. I'm like, wait a minute. Do you understand South Africa? That's Africa, where predominantly black people, but they're so entitled that they think that they are the only black woman on this planet. No. And some of them, they're starting to wake up. And not all, but the vast majority of them still feel like they don't need a man. Why? Because the government has supported them. And I'm telling you right now, they get a Republican president, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Shout out to Florida.
They are going to
Yeah.
cut so much. They're going to cut so much of this spending. I mean, it's already bad now. There's a TikTok video where a woman was talking about an attorney friend that she knew. He was hiring more people because of the uptick in foreclosures and evictions in the state of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think the most of them people were that are that are getting foreclosed and evicted on?
Black single mothers.
Okay, then. So it's happening. It's already happening. And some of these guys that are talking about, oh, well, you go over there tricking. Well, Playboy, you got it all. You can go run the community. You can go do what you want to that you've done for the last 30, 40, 50 years. We're leaving. We're out. We're taking our ball and going home. And there's nothing that you can do about it. So you getting online talking about, oh, well, you a trick and you were this and you were that. Motherfucker, you a trick too.
Exactly. Some of the biggest tricks are usually in the strip club. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Like we not in them spots.
Bruh, I used to work at a strip club. I used to DJ in a strip club. Let me tell you something. I seen them dudes go in there and they swear up and down that they making love to them women throwing money. I was like, bruh, you ain't did nothing but just pay her rent. I seen her boyfriend come pick her up after the strip club is over with. But you think that you got a relationship because you threw some money up in her crusty ass? Negro, please. And then you're going to turn around and get the nerve on YouTube and say, oh, you guys are tricks. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
That simp energy is strong. That's what that is.
It is.
Strong
It is.
simp energy.
It is. And it's a lack of masculinity in the Black community. A lot of these guys, they talk like women. I just don't get it. Why are you so upset that men are traveling? You travel, you travel to Miami, you go to Atlanta, you go to LA.
Right.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
We're just going a little bit farther. That's all.
Yeah. But see, now we have what we're doing is more effective because the thing is that even if you're going in the States, you're still on the yard though. See, you're still on the plantation. You know what I mean? They still have access to you. Essentially, you're still under the same. How about you're still under daddy? You're still under daddy government because they know that's where the strength really is. So you're still within the confines of what daddy government can do to you, right? She can still reach out to you even if you're in a separate state. But the thing is, when you start moving and make international moves, you've proven yourself to be intelligent. You've proven yourself to be coherent. You've proven yourself to be accountable enough to say, I know what it takes. You've proven yourself to have standards. You've proven yourself to say, I want better for myself. And you've proven that you can get it done by exercising that option. And when you go to these different countries and places and you show them that you're being successful, it's the biggest L that they ever probably will take in their lives because they see their failure right in front of their faces. And that's what bothers the majority of them. And this is why some brothers, see, they don't seem to understand. This is why some of them such big ass simps is that they'll say, oh, well, you know, the women, they don't want y'all this and that. No, my brother, they do want us. And the thing is that if they didn't want us, you wouldn't even know who we were. See, that's the thing, because they realize the strength and the power that we have, and they're projecting and they're saying that you're weak because they're trying to do their last ditch effort to try to attack our minds. But see, the problem is we have a new chip. It's called the blue chip. Okay. We got rid of the simp chip, and now we got the blue chip. So now we out here moving with the blue book. And the thing is now that our minds are free, we're just like, listen, ladies, like all that shit you talking, that might have worked a few years ago. That might have worked. But guess what? I found the answer. I have the solution. It's called this passport, goddammit. And you can't touch me now. Because all that shit you talking when I'm over here working in the States, getting myself together, I have a different motivation. See, that's what the blue chip does for you. You have a different motivation. You're just counting the days and say, all right, it's about time for this flight to come back around. And I'm going to head out until that day to where I can be permanent resident set up and move at my own leisure, meaning I can stay here however many months I want to stay at a time. And I'm not worried about you cackling hens saying all these different things because I'm styling on you. I'm moving. I'm not even worried about what you're saying. Oh, y'all talking ish. I didn't even hear you. You know what I'm saying? Like there are far way more. We are first. What'd you say? Like we are legion. Why? Because you have a few brothers who are doing this content and talking about it. Like they talk about why y'all got something to say. Well, because you niggas are goofy and we'll make content out of you when you say what you say. That's why we're talking. Because you're goofy and we're making content out of you. But for the majority of brothers, they actually are moving in silence. You just hear us because we're making content. It is what it is. And the thing is, we're also the ones who are the guardians of making sure that we keep setting the narrative straight. We're making sure that things are still set in place for our brothers who are moving around downrange, don't have a bad name about them going forward. That's why for those of us who have the platform, who have the mic, we're making damn sure that we're not allowing you butt hurt hoes and you broke ass, simp ass, dusty ass, hating ass niggas attack us and try to make bad names for us because we decided to elevate ourselves better than you Negroes. And that's just what it is. We're not allowing the propaganda to take hold and take root and destroy us like we have seen it get done so many times before. That's why we said y'all had the mic for 60 years. Guess what? We got the mics now. And we're not allowing the propaganda to take more foothold than it's been taken before. All right. I mean, eventually, like I said earlier, Amber Rose's son is going to grow up and realize the mistakes that he's made. He's going to realize that he's a young POV captive behind enemy lines. All right. And either he's going to say, I just want to be free, or he's going to continue to be a servant in the good old gynocracy. He'll have to make that decision on his own. Maybe Morpheus will find him one day. Maybe he won't. Maybe he'll see this content one day. Maybe he won't. But if he does see it, now the decision will be on him, because what did Morpheus tell us? The craziest thing about the red and blue pill, and they say that the strongest thing about the Matrix wasn't even the red or blue pill. It was about the choice. You didn't realize you even had a choice from the get-go. And that is the strongest thing that they are trying to stop. They don't want you to have the choice. They want you to believe that your only option is right here and with somebody that has already had kids with another nigga. And that's the main, that's what they want to shut down. That's what they want to do. And that's why we're here.
Yeah. I mean, the cat's out the bag. I mean, really.
Yeah.
You know, like Pablo said in one of his streams, he's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to stand at the airport and ask every black man that's leaving the country, are you a passport bro? Where you going? What you going to do? Come on, man. That's unrealistic. The movement would not be televised. And this is what the movement is. Brothers are moving. Brothers are getting married. Brothers are having families. You just don't know about it because you're not in those circles. And those guys don't want their whole lives on display. So you up here talking about, well, you ain't marrying them. That's none of your business if I am or if I'm not.
If I'm not.
But it is going on. You're just not privy to it. So we know what's really going on. Everybody's not jumping on YouTube clout chasing, saying, look at me, look at me, look at me. A lot of dudes are just happy leaving, going, and starting their life anew without you. So for the guys that you see on YouTube, there's probably 100 more that you'll never see or never hear about at all.
Right.
And the crazy part is a lot of the guys, they're marrying women of African descent. So when you see them and look at them, well, you're not going to know that they're foreign.
Right.
Until they open their mouth.
They open their mouth.
Then it's a problem. Or when they see you with her, then it's a problem. Because now it shows that you are inferior. And they take shame in that. And when you put that passport up, it lets them know that they are no longer an option. And women don't like to be shamed. They want to do the shaming, but they don't want to be shamed. They don't want to be shamed about them being fat. They don't want to be shamed about being caked on looking like a transformer. They don't want to be shamed about having 5 kids with 4 different men. You can't shame them about anything. But they're going to do their damnedest to shame you because you chose not to shop in this store and go and shop overseas. Like I always say, I like to drive foreign, not domestic.
Facts.
I like to drive foreign and not domestic.
Foreign.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know? So
they're gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad. They just gonna have to be mad.
It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
You think it's bad now? More and more guys are making passport bro content that aren't passport bros. They're just making content to stir the fire. That just, it's a hot topic, white hot, and every time you say it or a guy puts it on his video or tags it, it gets them butthurt even more. And like you said earlier, they're the ones that are making it a household name. They're the ones that are taking it worldwide, and they're the ones that are getting clapped back because of it, because they became too entitled. When you have other women in other countries putting you on blast about your men, that's a major L. Major L. Major L. Do you hear other women talking about other races of men in the United States and talking about white women or Becky or Marisol or Mei-Ling in your country? But black women, you've been getting smoked from around the world.
Exactly, because they can't be quiet. And the funny thing is, I'd say to this day, I don't want to put all the credit on her, but I think there's probably a high majority of us who probably never would have even heard of Austin if Melanie King wouldn't have done that interview. Because remember, that's where he got up there and said that, oh, black women's pH balance is off and this and that, and they don't smell good, and then all that went crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know the brother was doing content before that, but Melanie King was the one who wanted to have him up. You know what I'm saying? All these different females is asking him all these questions, really just making his stock price rise even higher. And it's just like, if y'all didn't care, you wouldn't care. If a brother like a Austin, since we're talking about him, if he was such a square and a dusty and a lame, he wouldn't even be on y'all's radar. If Passport Bros weren't a threat, you wouldn't even speak our name. But the thing is, when you say our name, we will show up. Shout out to Obsidian for going on this or going on, well, he's in the clubhouse, going in there and setting the record straight. And I think that the general black manosphere realizes the strength of the Passport Bros, and that even Edward himself said that Passport Bros have the ability actually to kind of overshadow the black manosphere. And I believe it's because we have a stronger, in time, I think we'll have a stronger reach. And we'll be able to more or less network with bigger communities, different communities, other people, stuff like this. I think our network reach is going to be much farther. And that's why I think that, this is just the beginning for brothers who travel. The network is huge. This is why I do advocate for joining a group, because the value that you get for sitting at the table of Jedi Knights when you're just a Padawan, it allows you to not make Padawan moves and mistakes. It allows you to move as a Jedi Knight, and you don't make certain errors, because you will be challenged in certain ways when you start moving around overseas, right? There are certain things that are going to challenge you. You're going to have questions. You're going to bump your head, right? And the way to mitigate that the most or the best, okay, is to be in contact with somebody who's been there before. Somebody who's been there before is going to be able to help guide you around those dark alleys and corners that you didn't even know was coming or that you didn't even see. All right. Those are going to be one of the best ways. And those are what we tell brothers on how to mitigate those risks. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Y'all hang tight and hit that like button. Let's go.
These videos of women attacking the Passport Bros. Oh wait, let me just take a sip of the coffee that my passport boyfriend made me. If you don't care at all, why are you reacting that way? You girls making these content, saying all these nasty words against the women who were brought by the Western guy to their countries is just an example why they don't want you. It's so funny that you call us nanny, vulnerable, doormat, stuff like that, when we are actually not. It's not our fault that they chose us over you.
Dear Passport Boys, dear Passport Bros, stop calling yourself Passport Boys and Passport Bros. Are you going to the Philippines to look for a Filipina queen or what? So stop calling yourself Passport Boys and Passport Bros. Start calling yourself Passport Kings. That's right, you are a Passport Kings.
These motherfuckers getting all this smoke. Man, bruh.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Helga, and I think her name's Anna. Shout out to Helga, man. Like, yeah, she definitely been on their necks for real. She been on their necks. You know, and that's the thing is that we got women of these other countries are basically letting it be known like it's not our fault that your men are deciding to come over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see, she said, well, and they're basically just like, well, I guess we got the better cooking. I don't know what you want us to do for you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I mean? They, you know, it's just they can be mad about it all they want, but at the end of the day,
I mean, dude, it's that is a ultimate shame, a worldwide shame. When you got other women in other countries on a global scale saying that we're the better choice for your men than you are, and you're in the same country with them, and we're still beating you.
Damn,
that is off the drop kick off the top rope type L.
Ooh, it's a long distance ass whooping.
Exactly. Reach out and touch someone, and you have to look at that. They're not used to getting that kind of slap or clap. They're not used to that. They've been able to run free range shotgun over the community, say what they want without getting checked, fact checked, or even challenged. And now you're getting a pushback from brothers, but now also you're getting pushback from women that you call third world, dirty foot, uneducated, can't speak English. You're getting proven wrong, and you're just showing your ignorance on a world stage as well. And they say, "Oh, we see why you don't want to deal with them. I wouldn't want to deal with them either."
Right?
I mean, you're telling on yourself. It's a wonderful thing because you got the internet. You don't have to really go out here and campaign because the women are going to tell on themselves. They can't help it. They're agents of chaos, but that chaos is eating them up. They're telling themselves, "Oh, well, you ain't this and you ain't that. You fat, out of shape, and all the other stuff, sweetheart." What are you talking about? You start looking at the pictures. Damn, that dude, he look nice. Damn, he in shape. What? Hold up. Wait a minute. See, that's the real secret that nobody's talking about. Everybody is not some fat, overweight, out of shape dude like they think it or they think it is, or try to portray them. These dudes are in shape. They look good. Like, damn, well, why is he going over there? He should be able to get women in the States. It's not that he can't get them. It's just he doesn't want them. That's what you don't get. Right. Options.
Yeah. They don't perceive us having options or standards. They don't perceive what black men have standards. Black men can choose. I thought they were supposed to be the working class. I thought they were always told what to do. Wait a minute. I thought black men, I thought y'all were always behind what your woman said. This is interesting. And what we're seeing is a balance in the shift of power. That's the biggest thing that stings them right on the ass. Is that when we're waking up and shifting, and now we're taking our power back. And that is that's one of the biggest things that bothers them, is that we're realizing our value and we're exercising our options with our value because we know who we are, and we're not going to allow them to continue to talk down on us and make us feel like we're lesser men when we are wanted all over the world and we can take our talent, we can take our talents elsewhere. But we just have to wake up and realize that we have the ability to do so. And most men and a lot of men are starting to do just that. And this is what's happening. This is what's happening. This is the evidence.
But they're getting it on both fronts. You got to look at it. They're getting on both fronts because the younger generation, the A's, dude, they're already gone.
Yeah.
They're already dating the nicest girl to them, whether it's Becky, Marsau, or Maylene. And then you got the Gen X women that are on Fox Soul, bitter and butthurt, mad because don't nobody want them, and they're gonna die alone.
Yeah,
like Kevin Slam said, they're gonna get a cat, die alone.
Yeah.
And then you have this migration of millennials. They're going through the same thing. They're going through and finding out the hard way, and at the worst possible time. They're like, well, how come my mother and my grandmother didn't tell me better? Because they didn't want you to know better. They told you what they wanted to do. Told you go to school, get a man. You don't need a man for anything because they're not dependable. But what she really was saying was, the men that I mess with ain't shit, but I was sexually attracted to them, I had you out of wedlock, and I don't want you to go through what I went through. So I want you to focus on yourself. Don't worry about a man. Marriage is a trap. You can have a family without him. Just get pregnant, and the state's gonna take care of you. And then we're gonna have a strong black community without black men.
Mhm.
That's what they told him.
Yep. We're gonna build Amazonia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're gonna build Themyscira. That's what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. They think that they're gonna build black Themyscira. You know what I mean? They believe in Wakanda and all this other false fugazi shit. We're gonna push through the video a little bit more. We're gonna get through a little bit more of it. We're gonna break down the result of what happened when his brother realized that he was behind enemy lines. Let's get into it.
I found that. Stop, baby. I know you down with me. I'm down with you too. I found that to be very disrespectful. I said, wait a minute. I said, that's crazy to me that you had the audacity to ask me that. And like, it just really didn't make sense. But I said, your value is how your man is treating you. I know you not worth that because he's been with you 5 years and he ain't doing it. So I never had sex with you. So why would you think I would do something like that?
Exactly. Thank you, brother. You welcome to the Black Manosphere, brother. We get more and more followers every day. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Man, so the unique thing about that as well is that, like, for her, you asking that is the disrespect, not the fact that she asked you on the inverse. It's that this is so normal now, and it for them it's an expectation. You asking, like, why would you expect that, is the disrespect for them, and that's literally where we're at. Like, they no matter what situation you will find them in, they think that, like, and they are of the belief that you should take it as it comes. They don't think that, like, there should be any compromise, there should be any, like, change of attitude or anything like that. I maybe should act a little better, nothing like that. It's like, no,
Matriarchal psychosis.
Take it as it is.
You're saying that's the real mentality now.
I say this real quick, man. I think that is kind of crazy, but at the same time, I feel like men have kind of introduced that mindset to women by
Nah.
No.
You be bailing black women out every time, bro. Every time you bail out black women, bro.
No, I'm not, bro.
That matriarchal hold is strong on you niggas.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to.
Yep. You telling the fact.
I've been called all kinds of misogynists and all the type of stuff for the stuff that I say to them. Only point I'm making is, man, when you so many men, like, even take that woman for instance, right? She's probably had so many men before you be a willing doormat. That's the only way she had that expectation. She's not gonna have that. She's not gonna not ever have had that happen for her and then expect it out of nowhere. Like,
Matriarchal raised niggas. Matriarchal raised niggas.
No.
It's a new day. Well, now it's a new day. Well, now it's a new day. What I say, man, baby, and for any other brother, because a lot of brothers experience what man, baby talking about. The next time a woman wants you to come hang a TV or come look at her pipes or come kid her children or just want to chop it up about how black men ain't shit, you know what you tell her? Book a session.
So Jason, there's also two other things.
Book a session.
There's also two other things you should consider in that, right? Like, he's pointed out the fact that, like, she has someone she's been with for 5 years and he's not doing that. That speaks volumes on its own. And if you're kind of going off the idea that, like, anything is possible because what you posed is a possibility, you should also consider the fact that there could also be a possibility that she looks at this dude as just an opportunity and she's willing to try him. She's willing to shit test him. That could also be a thing in there. It's not like everything doesn't have to always come from somewhere when you're talking about the realm of possibility versus probability. So,
Muhammad, do you have a filtration system in place now?
Or what?
He said a filtration system. I don't know for what.
How do you decipher the difference between, a straight up woman and a woman that's coming with that type of game?
Oh, well, my friend. Now, what is he doing? He's asking the right questions. Look at that. It's called the manosphere, nigga. I mean, it's like we'll always come right back to the same. What did Thanos said? He said, no matter how many universes you cross and how many times you jump around, you always come right back to me. We're standing
That's what
here
it is.
looking them in the face every time. Every time you gonna come right back to us, nigga. You gonna come right back over. You gonna look us right back in the face and just be like, well, I mean, damn, like exactly. You know, your jaw don't work anymore, nigga, because we told you what it was, and now you're being hard-headed. And like Brother Jamel in the chat said, you know what I'm saying? He woke up mid-show, and then he started realizing he's in the cage, nigga. You boxed in because we're sitting here telling you in the cage. No, I'm not. Okay, we're gonna tell you again, nigga. You in the cage. Well, how do you understand what woman is this? Now it's time for the new programming to kick in because now you asked the right question. Book a
Yeah.
consultation, nigga. And so that's where you start to get to the point to where you start to get through is when they slowly start to realize that their paradigm is wrong. Their paradigm has them trapped in a mindset that is not allowing them to move. Right? They're like, because deep down, see, because this is how you get to it easy. Deep down, they're envious that we have the same face, but you move completely different. How are you doing that? And I told you, the first response is the hate, because Highlander syndrome. You don't get to be the better nigga. You don't get to be the better Negro. You don't get to win. I need to try to shame you first. Again, first mechanism that their mothers taught them is to try to shame a man who's winning first instead of asking, hey, bro, how did you do X, Y, and Z, man? I've been interested in X, Y, and Z. I want to learn about stuff, this and that. And I've always had my questions about it. You know, could I bother you for a few questions? So that is the type of mentality, or a young man who's been raised by his father, or at least a masculine influence, to understand how to speak to a man, how to speak to men when we're going and asking each other these different questions and we're trying to get information, you know what I'm saying? How to move around. Most of us military, really, it kind of takes care of a lot of things. This is why I do advocate.
Yeah.
I advocate wholeheartedly for any young brother who may hear the sound of my voice when it comes down to this. When you first get out of high school, I will pretty much, if you don't have some type of trust fund lined up for you to just float through college, or you wasn't like a D1 athlete and you just got your way paved just to go straight to college and possibly have a real shot at the league, take your ass to the military. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you don't have the option of being super smart, super athletic, go and learn how to get super benefits. Okay, like, because you want to do things that you do not want to be average. You don't want to be milling around at Food Lion and Walmart until you turn 25. You know what I'm saying? And you fresh out of high school. You want to do something with that time and that energy. Go to the military. Many of us did. It changed our lives. It got us benefits, got us resources, got us connected to networks. So many things. I'm gonna tell young brothers right now. I don't give a damn how long your hair is. I don't give a damn how racist you think the military is. Cut your goddamn hair. It'll grow back. Mine did. I did my time in the military. Look up. You know what I'm saying? Not an issue. White folks, you know what I'm saying? Listen. Oh, they racist. Tell you something. White folks ain't thinking about you like that. Get your ass out there in that military. Get your ass out there. Get you some skills. Get you something that you can give to the market. And what did I say at the beginning of this whole thing? Focus on your resume. I wish upon wishing that I would have focused a little bit more. And I know it's hard to understand when you're first out of high school. I wish I would have focused a little bit more on where I wanted to end up. And of course, you don't know that. But if I would have thought smarter and went IT from the military, like my brother did, fam, let me tell you what. I'm gonna give some game right now and let everybody know something. My young bro went to the military, went National Guard. That's one key factor. National Guard, so he could also work on his civilian side of the house. He went IT. He's in cloud right now, cloud computing. He's been working remote, meaning he hasn't went into the office for like 4 years. All right. And he works for a major IT company in San Antonio. 4 years. I'm gonna let y'all know something. He's not even 30 yet. Just bought his own house in Houston. Tell me what really matters. How racist you think the military is, how long your hair has gotten, Let me tell you, young brothers, something. If you ain't got something lined up for you as soon as you get out, you get your ass in the military. Do at least 4 years so you can get your benefits, so you can get your college took care of. And then right now, tech is a hot commodity. Focus on tech or something that's going to allow you to live a free lifestyle. Because don't go chasing dollar signs. Chase freedom. Chase something that's going to allow you to move how you want to move and live how you want to live. That's going to be the biggest thing. Because I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm saying? My young bro's winning. All right? He's winning. And he doesn't even realize how destructive he can be with how he can move. All right? Because the ladies be choosing on him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Taller. He's tall, light-skinned dude. Got his stuff together. He's in tech. And guess what? The sisters was not even really going that hard for him when he was younger. So guess what he's on out there in Texas? He's on them Latinas. You know what I'm saying? And brother, them like them model like I'm telling you, he be having them around him all the time. He don't even be sweating them. He just be chilling. Like, hey, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. You know, my friend, what's her name, is gonna come over. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna hang out and you know, my friend, da-da-da. And the type of females that other brothers would be ready to, you know what I'm saying, risk it all for. He just like, yeah, she's here. It's whatever, no big deal. And that's why I'm saying his mindset is on abundance. He's winning. He's more focused on his career. He helped me in my IT career. Let me tell you what he did for me. This is my younger brother. I went into the military with aviation, right? Me doing my thing for over 10 years in aviation, am now deciding to go into tech. He was born in tech. So what am I doing? I'm switching my whole entire career, something that I invested in my whole military career, and then got out as a civilian and kept doing the same thing because it was always my best ticket. And now I'm switching careers going into tech. And it only took him to do one thing now because I wasn't getting no hits. I wasn't getting like what I really wanted to from employers. And he did one thing. He looked at my resume. He just was like, well, yeah, your resume is A1 if a helicopter ever goes down in the office, but guess what? They're not looking for that. So what he did is he showed me how to set up my resume. Right? He showed me how to structure myself and become the type of person on paper that they want to hire, right? And how to line all that up so they can look at me and be like, oh, snap. You got experience in this and this and this. Oh, and now all of a sudden my Indeed inbox is going crazy every day with people looking at my resume, looking to get me involved in what they got going on, looking to hire me. You know what I'm saying? I got all these different options, abundance. So these are the type of things that, oh, we're so dusty. These are the type of things that, oh, how come y'all ain't doing this? Y'all don't build. Y'all don't this. These are things that are going on behind the scenes. Brothers are invested. Brothers are networking. Brothers are moving. You know what I'm saying? My brother's not even a passport, bro. Hell, he's winning just in Texas. He bought a house, single, got no kids, and he ain't looking to get married to none of these females like that. Bro is living his life and doing his thing, and he ain't even sweating these females like that. Just chilling because he's building his resources, he's taking his time, and he's not trying to risk it all for some female. That is a type of lifestyle and a mindset that we advocate and that we preach for. Going overseas is an option, but he's already winning just because his mindset is abundant. And that's what I'm saying. But we're dusty. All right. But we're the biggest tricks. You know what I'm saying? Things they say about us hold no water. Go ahead.
No, man. Like I said, there's a change that's coming in this country. And I've been saying it for a long time that the United States is going to transition to third world conditions in certain parts of the country. And you're going to have a separation, and it's not going to be color. It's going to be class. And you're already starting to see that occur in some of these major city metropolitan, Atlanta, class versus culture.
Yes.
And as black men, critical thinking black men, Passport Brothers or SYSBM, IDMOR, whatever flag you fly, they're going to move away from the community because it's going to be a class thing. It's going to be a class thing, which is going to have the rest of the community be in third world conditions because they're going to get the scraps. They're going to get what's left over, and they're not going to be able to transition from that lower tier level or status to a higher tier level of status. It's just going to happen. So I agree with you 100%. Get into something that's STEM. young black males, get into something that's STEM. If you don't have scholarships, then go to the military. And even when you go into the military, make sure you score high enough on that ASVAB to go into something like STEM or something like that. Myself, I was avionics. So, I was avionics, and then I worked as an integrated electronics mechanic. So I know about all that stuff,
Okay.
So I transitioned the same way as you, but to a certain extent, I'm still DOD, but I do some other stuff on the side. But yeah, if you don't have anything, go there and get with somebody that can point you in the right direction. Do not listen to these naysayers on the corner. Do not listen to these Negroes that's out here chasing pussy and not chasing freedom, because you can be free a whole lot quicker. And when you get that freedom, there's gonna be plenty of pussy for you to get. Trust me, because conditions are changing, and you don't have to be limited here. The mindset of a lot of women is still going to be, I don't need no man. And they're going to ride that till the wheels fall off. Problem is, when the wheels do fall off, there's going to be no man to put the wheels back on.
Exactly. That winter is cold, right?
Cold.
It's hanging. It's a cold winter. It's cold, and a lot of women, they don't. I mean, they're on hard times, and they're in these dire situations because they don't have a man. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate, but like you said, there are different parts of the country that might start getting a little bit more third world like, and like you said, whatever flag you may be flying, under what faction, under red pill you may be, you said like community versus culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, the culture is losing and the new community is rising. Okay.
Yes.
The culture is losing right now. And nobody wants to be a part of a losing team because everybody can see the writing on the wall. Like we're not dealing with it. We're not going for, this subservient lifestyle where men are under their women and we're serving and we're, don't get to have options. And like I said, long gone are the days of the 80s, 90s, and the time before. Men now have something called the internet. The information is getting shared. And even brothers like in this video who just drop into this out of nowhere, not knowing anything about it, give them about one good conversation. And then they're going to be like, well, damn, maybe these brothers do have a point. And then like Obsidian said, welcome to the Black Manosphere. Because once knowledge is a powerful thing. Because now, once you have touched it, your body recognizes this is something that's new to the ecosystem and it remembers it. It's just like, oh, what's this? Because you'll use the same default programming to combat something. But then when your body realizes, oh, this isn't a virus, this is a vitamin, we might be able to use this. And then the brain starts working differently. And like that brother said, he naturally started asking the right questions. And he said, well, how do you start to filter out certain type of women? Why? Because what was his problem? And he just told on himself. His problem is that he had no damn standards. He just told on himself. He literally just said, Obsidian, I don't know how to rate women. I don't know how to vet women. Can you please tell me how? Because that was my mistake. Literally, that's what he just told Obsidian. I heard it. That's what I heard. That's many brothers' problem. Is you're taught not to be able to have standards.
You're right, exactly. But you're right. We were taught to not have standards. But at the same time, he grew up in that same era I did, where you had that whole campaign about my baby and me are a package deal. You got to take us or leave us. You had them songs came out, thank you for my child, and all this other stuff, but you ain't said thank you for your husband. And now, the big thing now is Beyonce tickets. That's when the running memes. 1,500 Beyonce tickets, and she out there with a whole husband singing to all the single ladies, and y'all ain't gonna be able to pay your rent, but you're gonna be there for Bay. How dumb can you be, man? It's pure idiocy. But it's funny to sit back and look and see critical black men are able to go places. They're able to compare notes. They can share resources, and they can move accordingly. And that's what's happening. And you don't like it, but you can't stop it. You're not going to stop black men from traveling. You're not going to stop black men from dating out. You're not going to stop black men from leaving the community, because that sign, insult, guilt need to be right. I mean, we've seen it too often. You told on yourself. You celebrated when Kobe passed.
Oh,
you celebrated when Kevin passed. I'm like, and now you wanna shame men because they don't want to deal with you anymore. No, you still gotta leave. I can say what I want to about you, but you still have to take it. No, bitch, I don't. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. So that's where we at.
Yeah, that's exactly where we're at. Is we're waking up and realizing that we don't have to be a part of this structure anymore. We don't have to be cogs in this wheel. We don't have to deal with any of the mentalities that they try to force on us. We don't have to deal with none of that. We don't have to sit around and be subjects, to the matriarchy, to the gynocracy. We don't have to sit here and continue to deal with the misconduct of these women. We don't have to, and it bothers them that we're beginning to realize that we don't have to, and that we're beginning to move in different directions. And some of them can handle it. And just like you said with Beyonce, it's just like Beyonce is married, right? Cardi B is married. Like you got these different women who are married, and it's just like they are putting out music that y'all like because they're literally pulling the Jedi mind track of giving y'all what y'all want. But at the same time, Beyonce ain't finna get divorced no time soon. Jay-Z even went out there and did his thing, and she still didn't leave him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's some things that they'll do. I don't want to say for clout, but like they know who their fan base is. So they know how to entertain their fan base. But in their personal lives, they're married, they got kids. You know what I'm saying? They winning while you losing. Hell, if I was a Beyonce fan, I'd be mad. I said, wait a minute, you told me to be single. How you up here married? What's this about?
Man.
So, and a lot of them don't wake up and realize that the culture is what is destroying you. But you want to blame the men of the culture, which were your last defense from any outside forces. And that wall is deteriorating, right? That wall is deteriorating. And the men who have sense enough to get away from you or get away from the culture, because we have to understand, because you have to break down to a lot of these people. The culture is the problem. The culture is the problem. The culture is the problem. All right. We don't have an issue. And this is the thing that's great. We don't have an issue with how dark you are, sister. We don't have an issue with how kinky and curly your hair is, sister. Understand your problem is how you move. Your misconduct and how you treat us as men is the issue. That is the problem. And y'all not wanting to hear it, fine then. We're going to go to the next thing that is part and in line of the standards of what we want. And if it has a different hair texture, and if her skin tone is lighter, don't blame it on, oh, it's because she's lighter. You still missing the whole goddamn point because you want to blame it on some colorist bullshit. And you try to put yourself in a box to say, I can't change my hair. I can't change my skin. Therefore, the issue is you. Hun, I never told you the problem was your hair or your skin. You're still not listening. That's the point. You still don't fucking get it. We've been doing this for 50, 60 years, and you still think that we all just chasing white bitches. Let me tell you something. I can't count on one hand how many Negroes I know who are passporting to Europe. The only brother who really has been out there and talked about it that much is probably 1MT. And that's because he's stationed out there. Yeah, because he's stationed there. Stationed out there.
Yeah, and he's stationed there.
Now, brothers are not running to countries and just beating down the door talking about where the white women at. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that. You know what I mean?
No,
like, I'll give full disclosure. When I'm out and about, to me, it ain't about skin tone. Is she dope? Is she cool? Are we rocking? I mean, I've had all shades of the skin spectrum. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm not out here hunting for something that has to be brown. Generally, that's what happens. But you know, them white Latinas, they be biting too. So for me, it's like we don't have to prove to them. We're only speaking on it because they'll take it to the extreme and start calling us traffickers, abusers, and all these other names that they'll start trying to label us in their dysfunction of calling us all these different things. They start to add now crimes on top of their propaganda. Now we have to fight back because you're trying to destroy us on a legal level. Now we got to get in and get on your ass because now you're literally trying to destroy us and destroy our freedoms. which now you're going to have to deal with the Constitution. You're not finna take our freedoms from us, regardless of how much you think you own us, which does answer the brother Simeon Toko's question over here. He asked, why do they think they deserve proof? Because they think they own you, my friend. These women think they have ownership of you because of your skin and because of how we came up in this country. They believe that they have ownership of you. They believe they can tell you what to do because of how subservient black men have been to black women for so many years. That's why, because black men were not putting foot down when they needed to, because they were scared of losing the one reward that they always felt ranked above others, was that box. That's all it was always ever about. As long as I'm getting the box, happy wife, happy life, I'm going to sit down, shut the fuck up. I'm going to sit over here, read my paper. I'm going to let her go on her girls trip. I'm going to let her treat me any kind of way. And I'm going to let her do whatever the hell she wants, whatever time she wants, because I ain't got nothing to say about it as long as I'm getting what? The box. I can say whatever I can say to any other nigga I want to, as long as I'm getting what? The damn box. Let me tell you something about these Negroes who base their whole entire lives on what's between these women's legs. Okay, that's all they're ever going to amount to, is how many bodies they were able to rack up, how many kids they were able to produce, but they never ever do anything for themselves. And it's so destructive to the psyche. And you see how broken these men are by being perpetual servants to these women's pussies, right? You see the destruction of these men's masculinity, because they are continuous, perpetual servant, slaves, concubines, cucks to these women. And they don't have a masculine bone in their goddamn body. And then when we come around and try to reinstall that type of talk, it's like, oh, nigga, you, how dare you? How dare they turn into Greta Thunberg's? How dare you? These niggas have so much to, oh shit, master's coming, goddamn it. Hide the kids, hide the wife. Oh shit, he's talking that man talk. Oh, he's a horrible toxic male. Oh shit, oh. And that's what happens when that truth hits him on the ass. It said, no, nigga, you've been a bitch for 20 years, and that woman has been running your fucking house. And when another man comes around and starts standing on your fucking chest, telling you how much of a bitch you've been, it hurts, don't it? And then what really gets on their ass is when the box validates the masculine man, who will come around you, and all of a sudden you notice how your girl was looking at that dude that she called an asshole. Yeah?
Yeah.
Project. See, because the thing is, that dude took up so much of her brain space by, oh, he's such an asshole. Can you believe him? How you talk like that? She wants you to co-sign her and the idea of the woman who she's supposed to be. Let me say it again. She wants you to co-sign the idea that she's not really attracted to that dude, and wants your verification for you to believe that she's bad-mouthing and disrespecting that dude, while all the while she keeps talking about him. He's living rent-free in her head because she's turned on by that nigga who will tell her, shut your ass up.
Yeah.
It
No
turns
is
her
a powerful no is a powerful aphrodisiac. Tell her
How?
no. I don't have no
Exactly.
problem. I say it in triplets. No, hell no.
Hell no.
And they got a problem with it. Man, I seen a chick, I told no, and she just went into a tantrum. A grown ass woman went into a tantrum. No. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, no? I'm like, N-O.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that. And man, bro, they lose it. They come around and then they start turning into a damn 3-year-old. Well, how come this? No. And you're right. A lot of guys are bitch made because they pussy whipped, or they use pussy as validation. Like, oh man, how many chicks you got? None. Oh man, you ain't up on them bitches.
You a sucker.
Yeah. Oh man, what's wrong with you, man? Get your game tight, bro. Look at it. Here go the game right here. Focus on you. Get your passport and roll the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Not saying there's not any good women here in the States, but like Charles always said, why would I dig through the trash to find a dime?
Exactly.
Or actually, not a dime. I think he said a nickel. You know, it just it is what it is. But I mean, the bottom line is this: it's like nobody's gonna change what's happening. You have brothers on the forefront that are fighting a good fight, you know, like Dennis Sperling. He been giving them that work.
Hell yeah.
But for other brothers, they already know what it is. All this shame and stuff, it's like you playing a record, the same song over and over. Oh, we already know the words. It doesn't excite us. What excites us is going on here, booking that ticket, packing that bag, checking that flight, Ubering to the airport, going through TSA, and getting there and standing in line to get on that plane. That's what excites and motivates us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to change. You're not going to talk about it. Brother's going to call you all kind of names. I don't care. And for some of these guys, they're playing with fire because you keep calling certain people sex tourists and predators and pedophiles. Your ass can get a lawsuit. See, that's the other thing.
Right.
Take notes. Michael Irvin is suing Marriott. See, the days of brothers taking these type of accusations, them days are over.
Mm-hmm.
That woman made an accusation, and now Marriott might have $100 million bill they got to pay.
$100 million. Yeah.
She made an accusation that kicked him out of the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, watch this. Since y'all want to co-sign the feminism, pay me $100 million.
$100 million.
And that's gonna make a statement. You want to co-sign the fuckery? Then you gonna pay for the fuckery. Run me my check.
Run my check. Write the check. Yep.
Just the mere fact that he filed a lawsuit quick because he said he did nothing wrong. He's like, I don't understand it. Why would you, Michael Irvin, get ready to be on the Super Bowl world stage and do something irate? That don't make any sense. But you want to clout chase. You want to, Michael Irvin was harassing me. And Marriott co-signed it? Okay. you got I'm gonna be a diamond member at Marriott, and you're gonna run me $100 million.
Yeah, I'm about to own Marriott.
Yeah, exactly. Brothers aren't taking it anymore, and they're not gonna sit up here and fight back and forth with words. They're gonna start filing lawsuits. You see what happened to what's her name? Tasha K.
Yeah,
she got ran out the country. She over there in Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
So them days of you just putting titles on people, they're pedophiles and stuff. Oh, you passport bros, are you black men traveling, you pedophiles, are you sex traffickers, are you doing this and you doing that? As long as you don't say nobody's name, you fine. But some of these people, they get emotional and they start calling out names, and then they go on their channels and start calling out names. Okay, federal lawsuit, cease and desist. And let me get your income tax check refund. Oh, you get nothing this year.
Exactly, man. You dead on. And you mentioned something about them being, you know what I'm saying, the nature of them being combative. And the problem is, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of them, that's kind of like they love language. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it a buck because like they start reacting like that when they feel like, you know, turned on in a sense. It's just like, oh, the brother that gets the reaction out of them is the one that they're gonna be most attracted to. And that's just brothers just knowing females. It's like if you in her head, if you are rent free in that girl's head and she out of nowhere just popping off about you done got her to emotionally like flip out, and she's all like, I can't stand him, she always talking about you, bro. She doing all that extra attention because she wants you, cuz like, you know, that's what that is. And a lot of, you know, I mean, dudes who know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
they know, but
you know,
they know. But I'm not Klingon.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not Klingon.
Yeah,
I'm not doing all that.
Not doing all that.
I'm not doing all that.
No.
I'm just not going to do it because there is a psychological toll engaging in that type of environment. You become codependent because you need that interaction for you to get arousal. I'm like, I don't want to be in a relationship like that.
Yeah. You need that high adrenaline because I was with one. It's like they can't sit still. It's just like they can't just be a homebody and just enjoy being at home. It's just like constantly got to be out getting stimulated. You need to be out and like, you know, you got to be, because you got that high adrenaline like threshold where you need constant stimulation. If not, you're just like you damn near spaz out. Like I understand that. I know that well. I know that well.
And that shit would drain your motivation, drain your energy, drain your spirit, and you will feel like you stuck, which is how a lot of men ended up finding the manosphere, black manosphere, to begin with, because they were going through those exact same types of situation and they were looking for answers and find out that they were not alone.
Yeah, man. But well, so we coming around 3 hour mark. We're gonna run one more commercial and then we will have final thoughts. Y'all sit tight.
Bro, let me playing that damn. Look at
You want to bamba? You wanna G with the big boys? Now you the wrong, get the kitty, you the wrong, get enough to drink with a drop cup. Ha! Hey! So you see how the thing goes?
This is No. One Oxford Street Hotel in
Oh, you tell them
Accra.
who blend you. And who? Ha! Alright.
Would you stay here?
Send us place behind the waiting.
Bruh, look
Shout out
at
to
look
South
at
Africa,
man, bruh, you just don't know, bruh. I can't wait to get back, and it's gonna be this year.
That Emma Piano be hitting, boy. They be
Dude,
they be
man,
getting down,
dude,
boy.
look. I heard Chuck D. I heard a clip of Chuck D. He said that the next wave of hip hop is gonna come out of Africa.
Yeah.
And I'm a piano is just a precursor to what's to come, because unfortunately we're not doing it like that. That should have been I'm a piano should have originated here, because the guy that came up with it, he came out of the house music era, 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
So it when you first hear it, it's got that house vibe, but bruh,
It does. But when it hit, it's just like you hear like that African
bruh.
drum. It has like this tone.
Bruh.
It's just like
Bruh.
it's just like this
Man,
deep,
it strike
like underwater.
it strike
bass.
your African DNA up. That's what it is. It strikes your
Yeah.
African DNA up. You're like, oh shit.
Miles up the
I feel that
ancestors.
shit.
You're like, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did that come
I
from?
want
Like, yeah, boy.
Hey, look, I want to bust out my Shaka Zulu crown and spear and get my Emma Piano. I'm like, okay then.
Ooh, and that's why I said a lot of brothers don't even know what Emma Piano is. They don't understand the scene. And it's just like, I recommend you brothers start looking into like other cultures over there. Like, yo, I'm trying to tell you, like, they got a Emma Piano is like a whole wave in South Africa. Like,
dude,
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Not even South
like,
Africa. Africa.
Well,
Matter of fact, they're having a big Afro Beats event in Portugal this year. Like June 27th, the week before the 4th, and they're actually having a big concert with some well-known DJs from South Africa coming over here to Miami. So don't sleep.
What?
Yeah. See, it's already going on. AfroNation.com, bro. It's a whole. Trust me, it's more relaxed, chill, and calm.
Exactly.
It doesn't have a lot of the violence and all the other stuff, and it sets the tone. And when you in it, you can just feel it. Whatever frequency that they're playing at some of those beats and stuff, man, that shit is chill. chill.
It's chill as hell. And it's just vibe. You just like, ooh, like it's
And then
like
when
you
you see
never
them
heard
chicks
it before,
dancing,
but you know how to
man,
dance.
bruh.
So like they be like in my video, like in my videos, like just so everybody knows, like the chick that was in one of the earlier videos on the sets, you know what I'm saying, on the table, that's one of the more popular DJs. You can look her up on TikTok, Uncle Waffles. I don't know why she calls herself Uncle Waffles, but you know what I'm saying, Uncle Waffles, you can see on TikTok. Like she I guess like just like a major like DJ celebrity out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, the movement is crazy. Like they be having shows in Amsterdam, in the UK. They be moving
Oh,
around,
yeah.
telling you like it's big over there.
Bruh.
We have no inclination of it yet, but it's been
None.
moving around Africa, Europe. They have
None.
the Amapiano, like I'm telling you, like, and they was in Japan. Like I was like, oh shit, like
Dude.
yeah.
Yeah. I just tell dudes, I'm telling you right now, hip hop, the way that we know it in the next 10 years, you're not gonna have any big hip hop artists coming out of the States. Why?
Mhm.
Because you're gonna have Amapiano, it's gonna morph, and that's what you're gonna see more of, because there's a big hole of R&B that we don't have anymore that we used to have. They're gonna fill that space up.
Yep.
And with that new sound, with that new generation that people are feeling, it's like EDC with soul. That's really what it is.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It's EDC with soul.
So
But anyway,
they be tearing it up, man. But
dude, you get you been in live person, bro. It ain't nothing.
I can't wait. I can't wait to go to one of those spots where I'm telling you, man, like, because just listening to it sonically, even when I'm in the car, it just feels different. It's just like, what is it's something that you've never felt, but you felt like
Dude.
you've always felt. Like, what is this? This is
Because I'm telling you,
ooh, like,
if you like house music, then even the house music or R&B or whatnot that we grew up with, it's an easy transition. It's like you already in sync with it because of the way that we grew up and the music we grew up listening to.
Yeah.
Now you just go right into it and they got their own little spin on it. But the vibe that it creates, everybody is chill. Nobody's trying to mean mug. Nobody is trying to fight. Everybody's relaxed. They
Good
just
vibe,
jam
man.
it, and then they just hit you with that hard doop 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 doop.
that bass starts hitting
bruh.
you, just like, whoa,
Hey,
like,
hey,
yeah.
dude, I'm telling you, it's something for you to experience, and everybody's just like, yo, okay, and then you just feel it because you just feel very connected to it. Like
you do.
Like you feel connected to us. Like for us, you can see the people in the crowd, but for us, it's like, damn, that's Amapiano. I mean, damn, what is this? And then they have variations. Like now they have like, well, the one girl, she turned me on to the jazz Amapiano. So they got, that Sunday jazz type vibe with the Amapiano in the back, bro. That's what I put on.
Yeah.
Dude, that,
I heard that.
bruh. Woo. So
yeah,
but anyway,
I've heard that. Yeah, they got like a whole movement. Yeah, I recommend anybody who wants to really kind of get into a new groove and new vibe, look into Amapiano. Type it in, Amapiano playlist. Look at that on YouTube. Look at the DJs. You know what I mean? Get into the vibe, because I'm telling you, it's a whole different experience. And those are the type of things that are gonna motivate you and like I said, make you want to experience something outside of the United States and thinking that everything is here. Like they got a whole movement on their own. I'm telling you, the DJs, like it's a whole vibe, and they're already. I'm telling you, like a lot of them, them white dudes and stuff like that from Amsterdam and the UK, and they on it. They all over it. They out there in the crowd. They're on it. You know what I'm saying?
They're on it. Trust me. Trust me. They're on it. You see, the guys that I just put in the link, Major League DJs, those guys that they do rooftops. Dude, they got almost 750,000 followers, and they did a live set at the hotel I was staying at in Johannesburg. Man, these dudes, bro, I'm telling you, the vibe is chill, and America doesn't. Black America has nothing to compete with it. They have nothing.
Don't even know about it.
Don't even know about it, but everybody else in the world does. And you think that Bay is it? No, sweetheart, because they got some bays over there too. That South African Nash. Woo!
I be seeing them. Like even there's this one DJ. She's so fine. This sister, she be mixing and doing her thing. She got like long dreads. She be mixing. She got a nice fit little body. This sister, I would put, well, you know what I'm saying. Just y'all gotta. Her name is I think, what's her name? DJ Root. What's her name? I at least need to get a name so everybody can know. Let me check out for y'all, because I want y'all to know. I want y'all to go over there to her channel, subscribe, because she got a whole channel. She be moving and mixing, doing her thing. What's her name? Oh yeah, Locked Grooves. Okay, so let me see. Let me find the one.
Oh yeah, Busta Rhymes get on that I'm a piano. I'm telling you, the
can you hear it? You can hear it,
vibe,
right? I think you can hear this, can't you? Let me see if you can. I can bring it to the stream.
Yeah.
There she go. Oh, bro, just straight vibes, dog. Like, it's just chill as hell. It's just she just cutting, just chilling.
And you know what? It's like you could just be chill. I mean, the whole night you can be chill, and you can have that same BPM, but they'll freak it.
Yeah.
And it's just them in the vibe, and they're pretty much making the beats right there. That's the crazy part. It's not like it's a mix. They're making the beats right there, so all that stuff is coming from up here.
Yeah, she just cooking on her own, like, and she had paint on her face, by the way. People was like, "What's going on?" Like, she had paint on her face.
Yeah,
they said like some of earlier it was like paint. But listen,
dude, I'm telling you right now, that's house music. When you listen to it, that's house music. Remember back in the day when they used to make them R&B songs, and they would always make a house cut, and they went away from house music here in the States. That's what I'm a piano is. That's why if you're really into that type of music, bro, that I'm a piano, that shit hits. It's on a different level.
Yeah, and she just cutting. She just having fun, doing her thing, DJing, cutting. This is one of her videos. Like I said, you can check her out on YouTube. It's up in the corner, Locked Eyes, the DJ. She just vibing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? She just.
Hey, look! I'm sold. I went to South Africa twice last year. I'm sold.
I see. I know. I get it.
And go and probably going again this year too.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, this just. Now this is a different, like, you know, this ain't like the hard hitting in the club stuff, but this is still like.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
More chill. This is a more chill version.
Right,
like,
right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's variation, even in the club. The shit in the club is more like you're in a tribal initiation, because you in the club and that bass is like, dude, hold on, wait a minute.
Keep going and going. Hold on, I got what's the one dude? Because Jamel had put him in the chat one time.
Hold on, let me see.
Keep going. Hold on, there's another one. Let me do it like this, because old boy was in the club, or he was in front of the pyramids cutting up. Where is he at? Jamel know who I'm talking about.
You see,
cause I found it. Here you go. Oh, there go. What's the name? Uncle Waffles. There she go. But this dude here, he lost it. Let me run it back. He was just losing his mind. Dude was losing his mind. Hold on. Let me give them a sample of this. We're gonna full screen and we're gonna share. Just so the people. I mean, we after hours now anyway. We just gonna just so the people can get a taste of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm so city.
They're used to. Hear that? That's Wakanda, baby.
Oh, I know. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Since lockdown, everything when you're 10,000. No white down, vele right down, lang cow,
Man.
right down. The way I'm feeling right now, mad over you like run town. Telling me to calm down. 10 years I never gone down. When they see me, them I frown. But when them girls see me, them I go down.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to find. Hold on. Let me see.
There you go. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait. I got it. I got it in here. Wait a minute. Wait. No, not yet. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see.
What? Enough.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I got it right here. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Can I? Let's see. Can I share? Let me see. Let me hit this share screen. Okay. Yeah. I got it. Let me see here. Let me see. I think this is good.
Oh, that's at the club. You want to put that on screen?
Yeah. Hold on.
You good?
Yeah. We good.
You run it up. Yeah.
Yo. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Hold on.
Run it. Bruh.
Woo!
Hey.
See how he hit? Were you in the club? That's just one spot.
I see. Nasty milk, boy. Goddamn.
Hey, hold on. You see that right here? Hold on, wait. You see that Gab right there?
Yeah.
That's for Gabrielle Union. She was there that night.
For real?
Yeah. That was her birthday was that night. Gabrielle Union.
Well, did y'all see her?
Yeah. But she went with the way. It was like Gabby. I was like, Gabby who? Then we seen it. I was like, oh, okay, yes. Ain't no the way around.
So she took a girl's trip to South Africa, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, here we go. Now see,
yeah,
we didn't know that. Now see, somebody needs to do the research. Yo, we need.
Yeah, but that's what that is, Gab. That Gab is her Gabrielle Union. She had a little birthday celebration at this spot in this actually is a club in Johannesburg.
Yeah,
nice spot.
Woo wee! Look at that.
Yeah. But yeah, that spot was jumping. Jumping.
That jump was popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hold on.
That's first-hand footage, y'all.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me get one more because I think I got one more. Got one more. I know we running over. Hold on, but I'm just trying to see if I can.
Hey, go ahead.
Oh, wait, hold on. Because there's another spot that we partook in that had a lot of
Nash
vibe to it. Had a
Okay.
different vibe to it. Let me
No
just say
Nash.
it had a different vibe to it. But on the same note, it was very chill. It was very chill, very relaxed, and you would have never thought that it would have been the atmosphere would have been. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, let me see. Hold on, I got it right here. Let me see. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, they do play a little bit of let me see.
Yeah, we after hours now. We just kicking it. It don't matter now. We got the point. We after hours, everybody. We kicking it now. It
Okay.
is what
All
it
right.
is.
All right. All right. Yeah. Well, I don't want to let me see. I don't want to do I don't want
I
to
know
show
what you're
too,
thinking.
you know
I
what
know
I'm
what
saying?
you're thinking.
Yeah. I don't want to show too much, you know what I'm saying? I want to, just kind of keep it, I don't want to get you in no trouble. I don't want
Yeah,
to
I
get you in
feel
no
you, man. You don't want YouTube to come knocking at the door, be like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah. I don't
all
want to
that
get you in any
after
kind of
Nash was
trouble.
putting up there. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to see, I don't want to see you put in a situation where you have to get some type of
I feel you.
something happen to you. I don't want nothing to happen to you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Passport Bro Police Accountability Force pulls
Dude,
up. Hey,
dude.
your passport. Your passport, bro? Hey, you need to come outside.
Let me see. Okay, hold on. Damn, that's not a good video. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I got one more. Let me see.
I know you
Man,
got
it's
that's
so
what I said.
it's so.
Passport Bro got the receipts.
Oh yeah, okay.
Man, told y'all
Dude, we hide a lot of stuff, and
I know.
that's what when these guys
So
talk
what?
about the receipts, I'm like, bro, you have no idea. I was like, the receipts are so abundant, you wouldn't even be able to.
Not showing you niggas like no. It's
No,
called a paywall.
no. You would be butthurt behind some of the stuff.
Yeah.
You would be butthurt behind some of the stuff that we show. And it's like, yo, we don't show stuff because we don't, it's not a big deal for us. This is what you experience when you travel.
Mm-hmm.
When you see things off the beaten path, you go places and you experience things that you normally wouldn't experience, especially if you travel and you go places that, South Africa, you have to move in a different way. The way their whole vibe is set up is like, yo, they're more cliquish. They're more into everybody just hanging out, having a good time, and just feeling the vibe. That's just their whole thing. It's like that's how they move. And when you get brought into that type of environment, like we got mad love. Love was always given to us. We never had any problems. But when you just come into an environment and it's just all that, whoo,
I bet.
that whoo, man, I know I sound a little
No, you good,
mischievous.
man. You good.
Mischievous, but
I know what you're looking at, so it's all right.
yeah. But like I said, man, even just you know what I'm saying, even just certain chill spots you can have. But this is the same spot, but this is I had another one, but this is more
You got so many. Yeah, that's hard.
Dude, I know, but they're not for the viewing audience.
I understand. I completely understand.
They have to be behind a oh, here we go. Yeah. Gotcha. So this is a spot in Cape Town. Let me show you. This is a spot in Cape Town.
The boy said Patreon. He said, damn right, it's gonna be for the Patreon.
Yeah.
He said, damn right, that's gonna be for the Patreon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Hold on.
All right, I'll run it up.
Oh, let me.
Damn, that spot huge. Sheesh. Bro, y'all was out there. What spot is this? Look at the homies.
Yeah, the little waitress right there, cutie pie.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed immediately. I was like, oh,
Hey, yeah, cutie
Yeah.
pie, sweetheart, man. She looked out for us, and like I said, show us love, man. It was a hell of a experience. Something that
Mhm.
you don't really experience here in the States anymore. I think I might have one more. Let me see, and then I'm gonna stop. Let me see, because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want
I
to go
feel-
too far. I don't want to go too far.
They want. Hey, they gotta pay for it. They gotta
Yeah,
hit the
yeah.
goddamn Patreon. That's what they got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, dude, you right though. A lot of dudes they sleep on Africa. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Let me go. Let me go ahead and hit that one more again, and then we can go ahead and end this for the night.
Mm.
Let me go ahead and hit this right here. You go ahead and add that.
All right, hold tight. I got you.
All right.
Go ahead. Oh, that's cheap. Them girls in the section with y'all?
You what now?
I said they in y'all section. The one sitting with y'all right there.
Well, yeah, the area we went in was in the VIP section, and right here. Hold on. See this guy right here with the hat on?
Yeah.
That's the owner of the spot.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah, that's the owner of the spot. And when he found out we were American, he came and talked to us, gave us dap, asked us why we came down to his spot. And we were like, yo, man, we just want to come, show some love, hang out, and see how y'all get down. And he was like, yo, I appreciate y'all coming. And when we
That's how
tell cats
BMO
that, they
is.
were like, yeah, they're like, bruh, you don't understand it. I like, you think America is the end all be all. I was like, there's black people that look like you, but they are out here killing each other. Now, I'm not saying they don't have their problems, but bruh,
Yeah.
no problems here.
Exactly. And that's the difference in being a hypothetical traveler versus BMO. Like when we show up to spots, you got owners of the spot coming up to us, dapping
Yep.
us up, giving us VIP sections, girls looking over like, who is this group of dudes? Like, I'm telling you, like that's the difference when you travel as a squad. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
So
Hey, look, and we were eating good too.
I see it.
Bruh,
And the drink. Y'all didn't have a bartender. I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it. Damn it, I would have
but
been on
look
the
at
drink.
hey, but this whole area in the back here, all that
Yeah.
right there is the bar, and they bring it to you.
Damn.
All that is the bar, and they bring it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Lamb
Wicked.
was the lamb
Damn.
was out of this world.
That's crazy. Was it cold out there? Was it a little chilly? I know.
It was because we went in their winter.
Oh, snap. Okay.
We went in their winter. This is from our first trip. So we went in May, June, which is fall going into their winter. But even
Mhm.
still, bro, it was still the weather was still great because we were in Cape
hot.
Town, and it was a lot warmer in Cape Town than it was in Joburg.
Yeah. Damn. I see the sisters out there, boy.
Yeah,
So
man,
let's keep it a buck. So now I want to ask a question. For those who are thinking and those who are in attendance, I'm gonna go ahead and ask the question. Did you really see a difference in the level of femininity and how they dealt with y'all with those women versus our American black women? Even though they look damn near probably some of them just the same. Did you really feel a difference when you interacted with those women? Talk about it.
Oh yeah, bruh, dude, it's night and day. It's so scary because you're not used to it, and they just act, feminine. And then when they hear you speak English, all of a sudden they perk up because now, oh, you're an American, because they're looking at you. They're trying to figure out what tribe are you from, and then when you speak, you're an American. They're like, oh, difference. Like I don't really never met an American before. Even the guy when he said to y'all, y'all American, I was like, yeah. And he's like, how did you find us? Because that club is in the hood, in the hood. And bro, everybody's down there chill. And that was on a Sunday afternoon.
Damn.
That was the vibe. Yeah, that was a Sunday afternoon vibe. That was the brunch crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamel, we see you in the yellow. Yeah.
We saw you. That was Jamel, super producer in the yellow, in case y'all missed it. That was him chilling. You know what I'm saying? Out there. Yeah.
Braziled up and everything. But man, that's a sneak peek, man. I can show you so much more, but hey, you got to come on a trip, bro. You got to come on a trip.
That's the thing. Yeah. Brothers got to trip up. You know what I'm saying? You got to join. You got to make the trips, man. You got to make it happen, man. Like, there's so much information. There's so much mind. Like I said, the things that we talk about in show have an effect on the mind. It has an effect on wanting to do better. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Eric in the group, you know, y'all went twice. I wasn't able to make it, but y'all went twice. You know what I'm saying? Trip coming up for Thailand soon, and I'm sure you'll probably be back to South Africa as soon as you can. I already know. I don't think Thailand gonna hold you. I think you know what? I could see BMO start to be the anchor in South Africa. I could see that happening, or at least maybe Eastern Africa or something like that. I could definitely see BMO start to like organize a little bit more in Africa. Because think about it, you got Thailand right there, and then you got Brazil right over there. You're literally like in between. You know what I'm saying? So I think somebody should put their flag on South Africa.
Oh, bro, we already put the flag on South Africa.
And I think that BMO, I think we
trust me. Trust me, because dudes, see the problem with dudes, they go out there, they want layups. They just want to show up and just think that the women are just going to jump in their lap.
Yeah. It's like, I'm here, bitches.
Yeah, exactly. We call it layups. And when you go to a spot like that, you have to be the best version of yourself. But at the same time, you have to remember that you are still high value to them. Some of them, they haven't even seen American. But now there's a lot of Americans that are traveling, but they don't travel those circles.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, man, South Africa is BMO is definitely put their flag down on that. So I'm not gonna spill any more beans, but I know a trip. It's gonna be a trip. Could be a trip. This November might be back to the motherland.
I feel you, brother. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to, on my channel, I'm trying to push the style and the narrative of getting brothers a little more acclimated to like, what is that music he keeps playing? Because I'm trying to push them into like, hey, this is Amapiano, this is African, it's a different style, it's a different swag, and let people feel something that's familiar to them, but it's different. Let brothers start to have that mind expansion. You know what I'm saying? Let brothers start to get out there. You know what I'm saying? Because like brother Simeon, I think Toko is pronounced. He said, like, once the mind expands, it can no longer go back to its original shape. And that's the thing, is like, we're stretching the minds. You know what I'm saying? We're letting brothers see a different culture. We have the receipts, we're showing them. And the thing is just we letting them know, we spreading this information, because once you touch it, once you see it, once you felt it, it's something that you'll definitely want to, you know, either go back to, or when it feels good to you, you definitely want to go back to it. And those are one of the biggest things that, you know, I want to push on this channel, is brothers expand their minds and expand, you know, their opportunities in life. So Eric, we've gotten to the 333 mark. 333. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and cut it. Go ahead and cut it, man. Go ahead and cut it, man.
You know what I mean? But before we get up out of here, man, what's your final thoughts for the brothers that's watching?
Man, like I said, you know, appreciate you having me on the show. We always gonna come through and support, but at the same time, look, do not let these people dick police you about where you go, what you do, what you spend your money on, and what you want to experience with your life. Because the bottom line is, they don't give a damn about you. They're more concerned with them. You can't stop black men from traveling. You can't stop black men from getting their shit together, and you damn sure ain't gonna stop them from choosing the best option for them. So
stop.
That's right. Exactly. So get with a group, get out here, get your passport, come over here to BMO. We'll get you straight, get on the trip, and we're gonna point you in the right direction.
Most definitely.
That's all I gotta say for the night, man.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming up, man. Appreciate you supporting as usual, bro.
All time, brother.
You know, as usual, as we always do at this time, we are also actually Monday is when we have
Monday
the BMO show. So
right.
the BMO
Monday night BMO show.
Yeah, the BMO show will be same
Monday.
channel, different time on Monday.
Yes.
I'll be in attendance, of course, as well. So you brothers who are listening, show up for that. Go over there, comment and subscribe because we both on this race to 1,000. We getting it in.
Yes.
I saw it.
Let's
Hey
get
man, I
it.
appreciate the shout outs and the support for all the brothers who are supporting, all the brothers who are new coming over. Eric, I appreciate you. Of course, big ups to you, man. I saw you, you know what I'm saying, you was promoting me over there in the Facebook group, man. And then I checked
Every
my
week.
subscriber count. I was like, oh shit. I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate, you know, you sent a few of them my way, man. Much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Much appreciated the super producer, brother Jamel around the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Brother, he's trying to take Gail a nice job. You know what I'm saying? He doing the thing,
Man,
bro.
that's the
Shout
better
out to
version.
Jamel, you know? New York in the building. New York
Yes,
fighting
sir.
soundboard.
Yes,
I hit the
sir.
air horn. New York in the building. Shout out to
That's
brother.
it,
You know
buddy.
what I'm saying?
That's it.
You know what I mean? But like I said, bro, we will link back up again on Monday. Appreciate you for coming through, G.
All right, man. Later.
All right, G. Appreciate you. Yeah. Oh man, we had an all time of the night, man. We had a great show tonight, man. Appreciate you guys for coming by. Appreciate you guys for joining. Appreciate the old subscribers. Appreciate the new subscribers. Hit the like. You know what I'm saying? Support your boy over on the Cash App. The Cash App is Chris Strongart. Chris Strongart. You can hit me over up on Chris Strongart. Instagram is Chris Strongart as well. Y'all can hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Any little bit you donate is fine, man. $1, $2, $5. You know what I'm saying? How I do. You know what I mean? And then soon we're going to get to the super chats where you brothers can, you know what I mean, start supporting through the super chats. It's coming. It's on the way. I appreciate you, man. Also, y'all can head over to chrisstrongart.com and hit up the merch site where I have shirts for Blue Fox Studios. The Blue Fox Studio shirts are now they're official. I'm coming with the fitted caps as well. As y'all can see right here. I'm sure y'all see it in the background, but just to go ahead and do a little self-promotion, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got the hats, you know what I'm saying? Got the hats, got the merch, you know what I mean? Got the Strong Art hats, got the Strong Art, you know, we got the snapbacks going on for the hats. I got, you know, all different colors on the website. Got the Strong Art shirts if you're interested, you're curious. Like I said, you know, supporting the channel and everything that y'all do to promote your boy is much appreciated. And like I said, the Blue Fox Studios are the newest shirts over on my website. You can check them out. Go over there and y'all check them out if y'all want one. Hats is on the way. Other than that, guys, it's been great. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. We're gonna get up out of here, guys, and I'm gonna see you on another one. Peace.